No.
Here we go.
Failed so many times. He's starting. Get your butt back here.
I will eventually.
No one tells Shadow what to do.
Okay, I think we have started, and we're good to go. All right. Hey, everybody, your favorite blue hedgehog here, Sonic, and today we are finally back with our radio show, Spindash Radio. So welcome in, everybody. How's it going? How's it going? Dang, it's a lot of people here, I notice. What's up, Luffy? Hey, guys. Hey. Let's see. We got Luffy. We got Multiverse Violet. We got Kira, Ultimate Smasher, Jetawan, Aaliyah. How's it going? Classic Sonic, Night Fury Lover. How's it going? Multiverse Violet. I think I said that already. Carol. Hey, how's it going? Chaos. Yo. How's it going, everybody? Welcome in.
Is this from 1 or 2?
2, I think.
Forgeeks Fox, how's it going? Welcome. Hey, Sonic, I'm a new guy. Well, welcome in. How's it going, Mint? Welcome in. Yo. And I am with my lovely co-host.
Hi, chat.
And my other co-host. You guys can introduce you guys yourselves.
Hello, I am Skulls. And also I heard Sonic call out some rare drops, so hi everyone. Thank you guys for joining.
There we go.
Skulls, let them know what you do.
Me? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm Skulls Nightshade. As I said before, I love fashion. I absolutely love everything related to like Sonic stuff. I'm a huge Sonic fan. Official creator for Fantasy Star Online 2, and I host lots of events. So if you guys like events and hype stuff and looking cool and yapping about Sonic, I'm your girl. Oh, and I make music. Yeah, that's it.
Curb, let them know they can find you, dude.
He went
Uh-oh.
He's in the other room right now.
quick.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even see him leave. He's fast.
Yeah, we'll get to him soon.
Where did Shadow go?
Chaos control.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Hey, there's the man of the hour.
Glad you could join
Where
us.
am I?
You're on Spindash Radio.
You're supposed to be dead.
Oh.
Okay, I see. I see where this is
no.
going. You see, I'm not
Oh.
your Eggman. I'm their Eggman. Your Eggman is dead.
Is that why you're fatter and your coat
Speaking
does
of
not
which-
fit you?
Hold on, guys. Before we continue
Oh.
on, we should probably
dear.
give that warning really
I'm-
quick.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Before we jump in, guys, read the title. It says spoilers for Sonic 3. So if you haven't seen Sonic 3, we recommend hopping off. If you haven't seen Sonic 3 yet, we might like hopping off. If you don't mind spoilers, then hey, you can stay. Honestly, because that's what we're going to do this episode. We're literally going to be talking about the Sonic movie 3. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's been over a week since the movie released, so I think we think it's proper time we can start talking about spoilers.
True.
And plus,
yeah.
all of us have seen it already, so
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess one exception would have to say is that, like, in the U.S. it was released on the 20th, but there were a lot of countries that were not able to see it either until the 25th, which is Christmas, or as late as January. So,
Yeah, some
but I
places
guess as
haven't
for
seen
this,
it at all.
for like, sorry.
speaking of, I just want to say, before we get into the whole spoiler talk,
You know your eyes are closed, right?
I was informed. Oh, whoops.
Huh? He's sleep talking.
Sorry.
Oh, he's talking with his eyes closed.
I was just informed that Sonic 3 has surpassed 200 million globally on its opening
Oh my
weekend globally.
Heck yeah! There we go. Everyone loves
Sonic movie.
the hedgies.
When is Eggman gonna die?
I'm so happy.
What?
Do you
Wait,
really
this one-
want him
Hey.
gone?
No, I'm
I mean,
kidding.
he is
I'm
your,
kidding.
like,
I'm kidding. I'm
enemy.
kidding. I'm kidding, Eggman. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I have one thing to say. Eat your
Go
heart
ahead,
out,
Movie Shadow.
Mufasa.
Yeah, Disney.
Okay, I have to say this now. I have to say this now. Mufasa did not need to exist in the first place, and the way Disney's been acting about it has been shady, to say the least. Like,
It's been
It makes
petty,
no
to be
sense.
honest with you.
idea.
I will
Here,
say
even
that.
better,
It
even
makes
better.
no sense.
Even better. If
Yeah.
Mufasa was a 3D or a traditional animation movie, then maybe it would have done better.
It would have stood a chance.
But-
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it would have stood a chance.
Possibly.
I would
Okay,
love
so
a new animated
I-
Mufasa or Lion King
Like
movie,
literally, I
not
will
live action
literally,
ones where they look
literally
scrumpy.
sign me up for an animated, like another Disney animated movie, because their animated movies are always like, there's barely any bad ones, honestly. But like the live action ones, those are stinkers right there.
Well,
Princess and the Frog or something?
it's debatable, yeah.
Okay, you know what?
No,
I
don't
say
think
the
they
worst
did.
Disney
Traditional.
movie they ever created was Frozen.
Really?
You're not wrong.
That's
You
the
know,
worst
I'm not a
one?
big Frozen fan, but I wouldn't say it's the worst.
No, I can think of a worse one.
All right, fire away.
Strange World.
I never seen it.
I can think of something
I've
worse.
never heard of it. Wait, I remember. Wasn't that the one that they were advertising? But they were like advertising it like what, a week or two like before the movie came out and all that, and nobody went to go
No,
see it, so it
let me
didn't like.
Let me explain, right? So let me explain. They've been advertising this movie whenever it was on its teaser trailer, but you know what? No, barely anybody went to go see it, and they put so much money into it thinking it would work, but it got really forgotten. And the fact that you've never heard of it and never seen its trailers just proves my point
Yep.
on how bad it was going.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I've
I
never
do
heard
have
of
a
that, that's wild.
contender. I do have a contender for worst Disney movie. And it's only because this sequel was just a carbon copy of the first movie, just with the main roles swapped.
Little Mermaid
Incredibles
2.
2.
Wait, which one?
My goodness.
Wait, who?
Incredibles 2.
No, no,
Incredibles 2.
no. Put some respect on
like
my.
Incredibles
Put
2.
some respect on the Incredibles 2's name right now. No, no,
Okay.
Immediately.
Wait, we're freaking out way too much about which was everybody's personal worst Disney movie. We're not, like, I thought we were gonna talk about Sonic 3, and we
No.
got on a
Let's
whole
continue. I
tangent
want to
rant.
continue this discussion. Eggman, what is
Okay,
yours?
Okay, if we're,
We'll get to
I have-
Sonic 3 after this.
I have one for both Disney and Pixar, because both are entirely different. So if it were for Disney, in my opinion, for the animation, I think Dinosaur is the worst.
What?
Oh yeah. Wait.
You know what?
Oh,
Wait, are you talking about?
Dinosaurs?
mean,
Are you
Like
talking
old
about
dinosaurs?
the good dinosaur or?
No.
the other
He means the
dinosaur back in
CGI
2000.
dinosaur that came out in the 2000s. What? What are you talking about?
Huh. I
Hey!
saw that.
It is
Oh
boring.
god, he's full
Oh my
on
goodness.
mad.
Choose your
He has a
words
gun.
carefully
Okay.
if you want to keep that mustache
All right.
in your
Do
head.
you want me to move
Pixar
on to
one. I
Pixar
would
then?
really
huh?
like to
Do
hear
you want me to move on to Pixar? What I think the
Yes.
worst one.
Yes.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
I'll get to it. Toy Story 4.
I'm
You're
not
not
even
I
gonna hold
will
it.
agree
I'm
with
not
you
gonna
on
hold that
that.
against you.
Actually,
I-
Yeah,
I
you're
agree
right.
on
High
that
five, you're
one.
not wrong
I
again.
will
You
agree
are
on
not
that.
wrong.
They should have
Yes.
just kept it.
I-
They should have just left it at 3, and that was
Also
it.
accept
I'm
Toy
gonna be
Story
honest.
5.
I
Three
never.
was my ending, the
I didn't even know
perfect
Toy Story 4
honestly.
existed.
Exactly.
Good. Don't watch it.
honestly,
It's not even worth
three
it.
would've been
It's
the
not even
perfect.
worth
That was really
it.
good. Yeah.
Hold
exactly.
on. I honestly don't have a problem with 4, because I feel like it was a good wrap up to the story. At least to me, it was.
I
Boy,
disagree.
Toy
I have
Story
my own
2 was the
opinion,
wrap
but-
up to this whole
Well,
franchise.
The only Toy Story sequels that I know is 2 and 3. I don't know anything after that. They should have never touched it, and that's the end of story.
Good.
yeah.
Well,
So then, have you
for me,
heard
that
about
was the
Lightyear and
perfect
Toy Story
ending.
5?
Okay,
Rowan?
I watched
Pretty much
Lightyear, and Lightyear was
Okay, no,
Mm.
Lightyear was a bit
It
bad
wasn't
in
that
certain
bad.
parts.
People said
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna
movie
be
was
honest,
really
it-
bad.
Certain
I
parts
never
it was
saw
kind
it.
of
say
bad.
yeah.
much.
I don't-
It's
I-
one of the
'cause-
worst for Pixar.
I
It's
don't think
supposed to be
it
a
was-
prequel to what we already know.
I don't think it was that bad, but I definitely feel like they definitely missed the mark on what Buzz Lightyear
They
should have
did.
been.
Especially when
I
you start
will-
changing
okay,
things from
okay,
what's
how
already
about
Very
this?
known.
much.
How about this?
Very much
Okay,
so.
if I may.
Wait, we got somebody in the chat.
Lightyear.
Yo,
In
guess who we got in the chat?
What?
So,
We gotta go fast.
greetings,
Oh,
guys.
boy.
Also, just
Yeah,
to
yo.
appease the
What's
Disney-
up?
just
Tell him to-
just
tell
appease
him to
the
get
Disney
online.
fans,
Tell him to get online. Tell him to hop
Wait,
in
you
here
totally
bringing
and
him
come
in?
talk to us.
and just to
Come
appease the Disney
on, come on
fans,
the
I
show,
will list
please.
one. I will list one
Yes, I
Paramount
want
prop.
him
Are you
here
ready
with
to hear this,
us.
ladies and
Perfect.
gentlemen?
Yes, come hang out
Yeah,
with
see,
us.
Amy says she
Yeah,
wants you
come,
here.
Please, please, come here. Come here.
Blue Hedgehog. I would like to list only one bad Paramount movie just to appease the Disney fans in the chat.
Yeah.
Are you ready
No.
to hear it?
Wait,
Dragon
let
Ball
Eggman-
Evolution.
Let Eggman.
Wait,
Let
wait,
Egg-
wait.
That's
No.
fair.
Weird,
That is
that
fair.
does not
That is
exist.
fair.
That movie
Wait,
pissed me
what?
off. Sorry.
I will just say it
You
does
don't
not
know what
exist in my
Dragon Ball
book.
Evolution
It
is.
did.
Evolution.
Same
Me
here.
and my friends
That got
hyped
me
it up. We
pissed
were
off
I don't think I've
so
seen
for
it.
weeks and weeks and weeks, and then we
It's a
saw the
live
movie
action
and we
Dragon
walked out of
Ball.
that theater mad. We were just
And
fuming.
it
We were like,
stunk.
why did we? It was so
All
bad.
right.
I don't know
No,
why
I
they
won't
even
go.
made that.
I won't go see it.
Don't
All
ever
right,
watch it.
man,
It's not
Rowan.
worth
As I was saying, back to the Lightyear topic. Can we all agree that the villain Zurg was the worst part of the movie?
Yep, we can totally agree.
Yes.
Yeah, it
Wait,
made
what?
no sense.
Honestly,
Wait, what?
I
That,
can totally
that,
agree to that.
So,
Wait, what?
like,
Wait, hold
I
on.
just wanted
Let
to
me just
say
say-
something about that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I
So,
didn't even
like-
hear what Eggman said.
Oh,
He said
I
that
said
Zurg
that
is the
we
worst
can
part of
all
the movie.
agree that the worst part of Lightyear is that Zurg as a villain is probably just the worst part of the whole thing.
And it's funny because, like,
It
I freaking
was.
love
I
Zurg,
honestly
honestly.
did-
Like,
it did not
Zurg,
make
like, the
sense.
OG cartoon and stuff like that was freaking hilarious.
Like Pixar,
Oh, the
how
cartoon.
did
If you watch the
make
movie, you would
the toy
understand
version
why.
of Zurg
And when
more
you see the
threatening?
movie,
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
like it.
So,
Because they
like,
were doing a Darth
Lightyear
Vader
is
reference.
supposed to be the prequel of what we
Yeah,
already know
that's the thing.
of the character,
It's supposed to be
right?
a parody.
So, the fact that we've already
Thank
known
you.
information
Just
that
like the Death
is
Egg.
canon to his character from the Toy Story movies, especially since in the second one where Zurg first appeared,
Death Egg. Death
like,
Star.
it's supposed to be off of that. Instead, they changed it so much in the prequel that it does not actually fit with the character at all. Like, apparently, like for example, like the star date at the end of the movie was actually a day before the star date he says in the first Toy Story movie. So the fact that he had a team and like all of a sudden in the Toy Story one he acts like he never did, it confuses me. Like,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
less than a day.
Here's the thing, right?
Mhm.
Buzz
Whoa.
didn't get a team until the Lightyear show, which is like way after the origin movie was supposed to happen because the show was supposed to be a spin-off of the origin movie. That wasn't Lightyear.
Yeah, right after Toy Story 2 released.
That's what they
You know
should have
what?
done. You know
I
what?
mean,
They
they
should
should
have
have really
let me-
done to this Lightyear movie.
They should have brought the
Yeah, there was a
animated
Toy
series
Story
that
2
they
short
did
Yeah,
for
film
right,
where they
Buzz
got the
man.
VHS.
and made it into the movies, because then that would make more sense. And I like the way that
The cartoon was.
You know what? I was actually about to say
imagine if
something
they would have
about
brought
that.
those characters.
Let me just say something. I feel that if you had brought back the same writing team as Buzz Lightyear Star Command, the original OG movie of Buzz Lightyear, and did the exact same animation style, you could get a brand new series of Buzz Lightyear, and I think it would be absolutely fantastic because Buzz Lightyear Star Command was amazing.
So,
Yes,
Yeah, I like
it was.
the
I
music.
agree with
the
that.
director
I
was
do.
involved
I do.
in Star Command.
Thank you.
Hey, Matt says, gotta go
Wait,
fast. Says,
uh-oh.
love you guys, and he also can't do it because it's like
Yes.
4 in the morning where he's at.
I
So
misunderstand something?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we understand.
Love you, friend.
Then sit back and
But we love
relax
you.
and watch the show,
Yeah,
Other
have a good night.
Hedgehog.
Indeed.
You know what
Okay.
sucks?
So, what's the next topic?
We were going to have Movie Sonic here with us for this discussion, but somebody decided they're too good for the show. No, I'm kidding. He just got busy. He's working on Sonic 4
yeah.
right now,
Poor
so that's what's going on.
And he didn't invite me. I'm going to beat him hard.
What do you mean? He's working with he's working on the secret character we
Choose
can't
your
speak of
words
yet because
carefully.
I don't want to talk about the secret
And
character
after
yet.
what happened, it makes sense.
I bet you. How
I'll
much
tell
you want to
them.
bet
Don't
right
worry,
now?
I'll tell them.
He is literally flirting with his co-star right now. I'm not gonna specify who it is, but yeah.
Not just yet,
Yeah,
anyway.
he definitely
Well,
is.
I met. I want to say I've met
Maybe
the
we
newest
should get to
members
the
of the
topic
cast.
of the
One
movie.
doesn't speak at all.
Yeah, I feel like we've
Oh,
already
true.
spent so
Stares
much time off track.
menacingly.
Where were we before we had that whole
Doesn't have a
thing? I don't
voice.
even know.
You'll know
I
who I'm
think- oh,
talking
yeah,
Live
we were
about.
talking
when we
about,
get
like,
to
We
how
were
the
talking
it
about
was,
live actions, and that's where it all started off. Especially
Yeah,
during
yeah,
box
yeah, you were
office
talking like
stuff.
you. I
Yeah.
think you brought up
What a way to
Screw
start
you,
the
yeah.
radio show.
like it's box
yeah,
office
indeed.
sales globally, and then we got into the Mufasa or not
Mm.
So
Mufasa,
after
but like
this,
I'll
we're
just say
making
this:
like
if
live
this
welcome
is
welcome.
the
Anyways,
the-
guys,
I
guys,
don't know
guys,
what
guys,
to
everybody's
say.
having separate combos and stuff like that. Come on, we got a show we gotta do.
That's
seen
I
it.
was trying to
Alright,
get
alright.
everything back on
Okay.
track.
Okay, here we go. All right. The first Sonic, the first Sonic movie, it was good. We can all agree to that, right? Like it was good. It was decent.
was-
It was
it was
okay. It was decent.
Yeah,
it was not
after
bad of
they
a
learned
film.
their
It was a good
mistake,
first
yeah.
movie.
It was a great introduction for
Okay.
what was to come.
Yeah.
we were talking
Exactly. It
about
was, a great into that's literally what the first Sonic movie is. It's a build up, pretty much. It's like
But
starting from the ground
that is how
up.
powerful the fans are.
And so pretty much then you had Sonic
Well, I
2,
will say-
which I will admit Sonic 2 was like it was getting there to point to there was close to the games pretty much. We were getting more
Oh, yeah.
introduced to
Like-
game stuff.
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
I'll admit, it was even better than the first one.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
my
it
opinion,
definitely
I
felt
think it's just a good
nice.
movie.
Sonic 2
Yeah.
was
In fact,
mainly
introducing-
towards, like how Knuckles first appeared, like in the original game, and then the Chaos Emeralds all together.
yeah.
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 Eggman tricking him and
just-
everything like that was cool.
Because originally we were supposed to
just-
get Sonic.
go ahead.
We were supposed to get Super Sonic in Sonic 1 actually.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was best if they saved it for later.
Everybody's cutting Silver off, bro. Come on.
Nah, I'm good.
You look mad in those eyes. I can tell.
Anyway, you little.
It was an
I'm
accident,
not gonna
and I do
say anything to you.
apologize.
You scare me. You scare me. As I was saying, with the introduction of Tails and Knuckles, and with Jim Carrey doing his whole progression into turning more into Eggman, the movie actually did feel like a Sonic game. Like, straight up, no joke. It honestly did feel like one of the games.
I never thought
I-
I
That's all I wanted to say.
mushrooms, but
I had one issue with movie 2. Not enough game, music from the games, honestly. It wasn't, you hear it was sprinkled out here and there, but it was very, very thin.
Yeah,
It,
that's
it
like one
was
of
a
their
deep
biggest,
detestment for
biggest missed opportunities. Like, if you're gonna have a Sonic movie, like, try incorporating. Like, I'm not saying like everything should be ripped from like their games. Like, yeah, you gotta have some
Yeah.
original music, yes. But the fact of how little the original game music was made, it just feels like a missed opportunity for certain bits. Which, unlike in Sonic 3, they
Yeah.
did use a bit more. Which which I really did love, and I love hearing their little like rendition of like Green Hill, like while they were alone in the
would've
Oh
house,
been-
yeah, the
right?
dum dum dun 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 dun.
It would have been
Yeah.
very good for the fans. I think that's something that they definitely have learned a lot between like, I mean, just 1, 2, and 3 in general is like pleasing all of the fans, like pleasing people who are new and watch the movies, and also pleasing like the fans who like know the games and older references and things like that too. So I think that they've been doing a very
Yeah,
good job
ta-
with doing that, and hopefully they keep pushing towards that. Other than the Knuckles show, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, I know.
Take the hint, Disney.
I also want to point out real quick, it was a major missed opportunity to kind of to pay homage to the late Michael Jackson.
Oh, true.
Because
Mm.
Michael Jackson
Yeah.
wrote the stuff
Yeah,
for
his
Sonic the
involvement
Hedgehog
with so
3.
much of the music. Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the game, not
Wait,
the
really?
movie.
Oh, that's right.
I know I'm talking about the video game. It was a missed opportunity to pay homage to his work for the game Sonic 3 and Sonic 2.
Oh wow, I didn't even
Yeah,
know
in
that.
the second movie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, he helped with a lot of
Yeah.
the music.
but he left like partway through the project.
Mm-hmm.
It would still be good to pay homage to the one that helped make the soundtrack for Sonic 3 sound so good. When I mean game-wise.
Mm-hmm. He
Well,
also
hey,
kind of
I
made
don't-
Sonic
I'm not-
cool. Like there were so many videos of him like playing Sonic, or like advertisements of him just like playing Sonic and stuff. It was crazy back then because that wasn't super normal. Like all that stuff's in the media now, but it was not normal to have like gaming stuff by like celebrities or like celebrities involved.
Well, we are enjoying talking about the music, but we need to get to Sonic 3 proper. So
Yeah.
Anyways,
Um,
so yes, we all agree Sonic 2 did a lot better than Sonic 1 because it continued on. It started to have more game elements, and then we go to the beast that is freaking Sonic 3. Yes.
yes.
Where I was the star of the show.
Yes, Sonic 3 was so
well,
good.
kind of both
You
you
know
and
what?
Sonic were both stars, technically.
you know what? I rarely do this, especially to
forget
a
Stone.
shadow. I rarely do this, especially for a shadow. But we are not worthy. We are not worthy.
Yeah, movie
Well,
Shadow
wait,
is sick.
McNux. What's up,
Right.
McNux? How's it going, buddy? McNux says, I just don't want to see Wade Whipple anymore, please, for the
Don't
love of
push it.
God. No more Wade,
You know
lol.
what?
Yo, I want more Wade
no,
Whipple.
yeah.
I
I'm
want
so
more
tired of
Flame
Wade. I'm
Disaster.
tired.
Yeah, I'm tired of him.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
tired
People
of
were
him as well.
talking about
What?
people were talking about in their theaters. People were cheering when Wade came on. Literally, as soon as he was on the screen, I was like, "Ugh."
I do
like,
not
oh,
mind
let's be
Wade.
real. Let's be real.
Keep him as
I-
a side character.
Although, let's be real. They gave him the minimal amount of screen time.
They did.
True.
They did.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
True,
I will
but
agree. They
I
gave
wouldn't
him.
go
We
that
were
way.
tired.
What is
They
it?
know we're
It was like
tired
2
of him.
minutes. It was like what, 3 minutes of
Yeah.
him on screen. That's all
Maybe-
he needed.
Yes,
2 minutes, maybe a
because
minute and a
they-
half. Who knows?
Yeah, the whole story was mainly focused on Sonic and his team with Shadow, so there was little involvement from every other character, which is what's mainly supposed to be like whenever you think of Sonic, because it's just them, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
But the thing is though, when that scene came up, when I saw him he was literally playing hockey with the damn emerald, the Master Emerald. But the more I saw Wade, I
Of
was like,
course he
oh my
was.
god, no.
Of course he was.
But the thing is, though,
Why
like, if
wouldn't
it
he?
You
wasn't
mean
for the
this?
Knuckles show with so much screen time of him, then if
That's
I
a
wasn't so
chaos.
much screen time with Knuckles, I wouldn't be acting as I am now.
Yeah.
But
It was too much, Wade.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
my
yeah,
game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
know what
McNuck
you're
says, yeah,
talking
even those few seconds of Wade was too much. LOL. Also, hey everybody.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Hi, Nux.
Don't ask why, but the Master Emerald's smaller.
Well, isn't it supposed to be
I
smaller?
think that's
Anyways,
Travel size
Yeah,
for your
actually.
convenience.
okay, we also, hey Ghostly, I see you on the Twitch side. How's it going? Pretty much with the beginning of Sonic 3, like I said, warning. if you guys have not seen Sonic 3 and you guys are trying to avoid spoilers, this is not the stream for you to be here right now. Just saying. Please leave, you know? But if you don't mind spoilers and you've already seen Sonic 3, please welcome in. We started off Sonic 3 with, if I remember correctly, I was right. I'll point out that much. 'Cause who was here last time when we were talking about who was here last time when I was talking about the scene where Shadow is like skating on the water and the way he's coming at the camera and all that is like him breaking out of like a prison or something like that. I was right. I called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was right.
Sure.
Yeah, no, he escaped from Prison Island. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that scene, I'm like, that's Prison
that's
Island.
something I want to talk about too. That's something I want to talk about too. Prison Island. They actually did a good job as a rendition of Prison Island.
Yes. It actually was better than it was smaller to work with, but it was like...
Because let's be real, in Sonic Adventure 2, it was basically just an entire island, and the prison was just like on a small part. Let's be real for a second
it was
here.
Like a big island, yeah.
Yep.
That's true.
With the movie version of Prison Island, the prison is on its own little island out in the middle of nowhere.
It's
it's the entire island.
Alcatraz? Is that what that prison's called?
You think it was a good idea?
Yeah.
It's like Alcatraz, basically.
Eggman next to each other.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
It's just like a little island with just a prison.
Yeah.
Just their interaction, you know?
Oh wait.
What?
Actually, I actually want to say something here. Back to the topic of how their box sales were. I don't know if you guys knew this, but you know how Disney's been reacting about how Sonic and Mufasa were fighting each other for dominance.
Yeah, they've been hiding the replies.
Yeah. Okay. No. Yes. So
I also heard they've been bullying theaters.
I don't know if all of you know.
Correct.
Yes. Let me explain.
What?
So the thing with the hidden replies. Yes. So Disney on their Twitter account were trying to promote their movie, right? And but the thing is though, the moment you click on the side where it says view hidden replies, everything is straight up Sonic 3 or Shadow. Nothing else. Nothing else
Was
entirely.
it the one where they
And
lied
it's so
about being
hilarious.
the #1 movie?
Okay,
they got,
no, that's actually what I was going to
noted?
get into. That's what I was actually going to get into.
Yeah.
Technically, okay, so this is how it works. So they didn't technically lie at the point, but I can't confirm that they were either. So let me explain. So the reason why this is going on is because Sonic 3 was not released globally yet. We all had it in the US on the 20th, right? But like I was trying to say, there were a lot of countries, in fact, didn't get to see the movie until Christmas Day. That's when it wasn't released. And there's very few that don't get revealed until January. So I think with that, they were trying to claim that as early as possible because their movie was already released globally, Mufasa, but Sonic 3 wasn't as of yet. But now it is completely dominated the gross income.
And
globally.
It's not released everywhere yet. It's not released everywhere yet.
Yeah,
like you mentioned.
a big chunk of the countries listed did get the movie. That's why it jumped.
200 million globally.
Yep. Yes,
That is
way more.
insane.
I want to quickly point out
I
that
literally will
another
just
thing
say
is
this.
that
I hope Disney
even Twitter,
listens and
even the so-called Twitter website has called out Disney for their lies with the community tab, but somehow, some way, Disney's been able to hide that community tab.
Yeah, they have a lot of money.
They're a corporate account. That's
Elon
why.
likes money.
Guys,
money.
Amy was trying to get a word in.
No, it's fine. No, I'll just say this. Disney needs to listen to their fans. Even as an avid Disney movie watcher, I'll say this. Stop making live actions. They do not work for you guys.
Yes.
They really don't. They don't. And I watch a lot of Disney movies. I'm a freaking geek of it. I'm telling you, stop, Disney. Stop.
She makes me watch a lot of Disney movies.
Find you, mouth.
The only reason Sonic 3 is better is because the actual producers listen to their fans. And that's what gets it going. If you listen to the fans, you'll get a great product because that's what they want. That's what they'll go for. That's what they'll spend money for. If you don't listen, you're shooting yourself in the foot. That's basically what you're doing. And one more thing before I... Oh, sorry. I just want to say this one more thing. One other shady thing before I finish it off. The thing with Disney and Mufasa. Did you know that, like, I don't know how many theaters they did this to, but they were forcing theaters to have more, like, screens of Mufasa than Sonic 3, even though nobody's going to them. And the thing is, though, if the theaters disagree, they lose their contract with Disney entirely.
And you know what I said to that? That contract! Your contract sucks! Your contract sucks! We don't need you! Remember that time? Remember that time? There was a time where Universal literally, Universal and like, I think it was AMC said that they weren't going to show any more Universal movies because they couldn't come to an agreement. Literally, that's what theaters need to do to Disney, because theaters aren't going to get hurt because they're not showing a Disney movie. No, that's going to hurt Disney.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and like
exactly.
it's going to hurt both sides because one, the theaters are not going to get their revenue because nobody's coming to them, because mostly just because of a bad movie. And Disney's not getting any money.
No. They're going to go and see the other studios' movies. It doesn't have to. All movies aren't just done by Disney. Honestly, you have Universal, you have Paramount,
No, that's not what I was saying. That's not what I was saying. I meant that, like, I mean, theaters can have any movie, but what I mean is that, like, for what I was talking about earlier, like with Disney trying to force more screens on Mufasa, even though nobody's going to see them, it not only hurts Disney because nobody's going to be paying to see it, but also the theaters, because they also get money from that too. But the thing is, though, if nobody comes in to see it, they don't get any money, which means that not only does not get any money, but neither does the theater. And like from workers, actual workers of these theaters, some have flat out come out and say that because of these new like screens for Mufasa, they've been having empty screens. Like nobody shows up in the room during screen time.
Because it's because no one wants the live actions. They don't want the live actions.
Yeah, no.
I even say this as an avid Disney lover. I do not want no more live actions. They suck. Literally, the only good one that, in my opinion, was Aladdin. They butchered Mulan. I'm pissed about that because I love Mulan.
Ames. Let me say this. All right. Aladdin was decent at best, but my issue with Aladdin was one, not Jungle Book.
Oh gosh.
I like Jungle Book. Yeah, Jungle Book was my favorite like live action Disney movie. But
okay,
hold on. Before, let me finish.
I agree with you there.
Okay. Okay. As I was saying, the issue I have with Aladdin was the song that Princess Jasmine had in there, where she was talking about I won't be silenced and this and that, and I won't be captured or I won't be silent. And next thing, at the end of the song, she just automatically gets caught by the guards. I thought that was like, what was the point of the song?
Wow, I hadn't even seen it. That happened.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't seen very many.
Yeah, he's right. It's yeah.
I like Beauty and the Beast. I thought that one was okay.
Like,
no, that one actually wasn't that bad.
I would tell you my favorite thing about Beauty and the Beast was Beast's song. I love that song. That was a good song.
Yes.
I love that one so much.
They stayed very true to the regular movie. It was kind of weird. I'm like, oh, well, just do this, I guess, if you're gonna do it. Like they just kind of like did it live action. I'm like, okay, that's instead of doing like weird. I don't know.
I have one last thing to add to this whole stain that is the Disney Sonic 3 drama. Okay? It is reported that whoever's in charge of marketing at Disney has been saying, hey, what if we try buying out SEGA because of this success?
No.
Actually,
they won't. They won't.
That's not true. That is not true, actually.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not. Basically, they just do it like for the funny, basically. That's for the funny,
chaos.
Basically.
Oh my gosh.
Even for myself, I thought it was true. I thought that was an actual rumor.
Wait, no, my God.
I don't
Where
think
did
Sega
Shadow
would do
go?
it though.
Oh, there he is.
I don't
Right
think
there.
so
Cash cow
either.
right now.
Sega,
To not
yeah.
Wait, that rumor
They
was
wouldn't take a
debunked.
payout. They would take the longevity.
Yeah,
of, like, having
They
Sonic.
wouldn't.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
Because if Disney actually tried to go through with that, well, for one thing, I hope Sega completely denies no matter what, because they actually do good stuff.
Agreed. I would be
But, like,
furious at it.
Yeah, but
That-
that only
Eggman,
proves that
those
Disney's
Let me
worse.
chime in here and
Gone.
say, hey Knuckles, how's it going, buddy? I see you in the chat. Also, hey Omega, how's it going? I see you in the chat too.
Hi, Nicholas.
Treasure Planet is a
Omega.
goated movie. So yes, I agree with you there, Knuckles. I freaking love Treasure Planet.
Mhm.
LOL.
That is a good
Also,
movie.
McNuck says, LOL, nobody likes live action. I can't wait for the live action Lilo and Stitch. That should be good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to that
Okay, no,
movie, to
that
be
one
honest
was
with you.
good. But
I've
that
heard
trailer's
people make
good. I
fun
love
of
I'm hoping they don't
I
butcher it
love how
though.
they,
That's my fear. With
live
that's
I
what
love how they
Disney
model,
sometimes does.
Stitch. Like,
Yeah, I
it
feel
looks,
that.
It looks accurate to the character. Everything
Because I
looks
love the
like
Stitch,
identical
Lilo and
to
Stitch
how he
too.
reacts. Oh wait, I know this isn't Disney related, but like, since we're talking about like live action stuff, have you guys seen the trailers for live action How to Train Your Dragon?
We really are
That
getting off
looks
topic from
funny.
like
I'm
talking
actually
about
looking
like
forward to
discussing
that.
Sonic 3.
So,
Real quick,
Yeah, let's get back to
Blue
Sonic 3,
Hedgehog,
shall we?
Before we get back to our main topic, I want to quickly
we should.
point this out. There are people that are saying that the live action Stitch design looks like trash.
No, they are
Excuse me?
tripping and they are
Excuse me?
I'm
smoking
being
some
serious.
heavy white powder sugar beer stuff. All right, I'll say that.
Yeah, no,
Y'all.
I'm gonna be flat out honest here. If we're talking about CGI models that Disney has made, people, this one is the best one they've made.
Yeah,
Like, for
and
real,
I've
it looks
seen
like the
original
actual
movies.
character.
It does, yeah.
Yeah,
There's
that's
more than
true.
I can say for Mufasa. Oh!
Mufasa looks sprinkly. He looked like
What's on the
Disney
menu?
with that CGI lion.
It's a beefcake
Yeah,
with some chicken
Oh my
dumplings.
gosh. No.
Oh my god.
Ah, sweet chaos.
Mufasa looks like he needs a meal.
Oh my god.
He
Wow.
looks
You know
like he's
what?
struggling.
I'm not gonna lie.
He's
Okay,
going off of
okay,
real lions,
okay.
that's the
I know
thing.
that we're all talking about Mufasa, but I will only say one good thing about Mufasa is, and I'm not sure if they brought. I think he's in it, but I'm not sure. But like the VIP of like voice actors in general, this man has been like a legend when it comes to voice acting. Was the original voice actor Mufasa, James Earl Jones? All right. So that's why I'm not like really dumping on Mufasa too hard, because like literally that might be like, I'm not sure if he's in the movie because I never seen the movie. And if he is, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
That would
I
be
will
cool.
confirm. Hang on.
Well, what here's the
That
thing,
would be
though.
real messed
Like,
up if
even
they didn't have
even
his
if
voice for
he
Mufasa,
is
because he was
in-
Mufasa.
Yeah.
Well, even if he is in, the thing is though, you're not like not dissing like him as a whole. You're just upset about the like how the movie went or how it's a remake. You're not mad at the actual like guy, so it's not gonna be taking offense to that. Like just because you have a golden character or a golden actor replaying as a favorite role, it doesn't matter. You need to have an actual good like movie for it to work. And the fact that it did not do that,
Away.
it's just
He did, sadly.
Well, I can.
Yeah.
Well, I can confirm. I can confirm your question, Sonic. James Earl Jones is given the dedicated to thing at the beginning of the movie, but he is not Mufasa.
Okay.
yeah.
So
My
they
point
made a
still stands,
Mufasa
though.
movie. They made a Mufasa movie without adding Mufasa into the movie. Gotcha.
It's kind of it makes me
That's
sad because
criminal.
Lion King's like
The
my
movie's
favorite
trash.
Disney movie.
My bad.
Okay.
Like Lion King
Can
1
we
and 2
please
were
get
my
back
favorite
to
movies.
Sonic 3?
Yeah, okay. I feel like we've started too far from it now for too long.
So
Sonic 3 is good. Watch it if you haven't.
I
If you
like
haven't,
the
what are you
way-
doing here? We're
I
gonna
like the
talk
way
about
it's
it.
the
Silver.
best.
I love the way Silver shows up at the end of the movie just to
Oh
save
my
Sonic from
God,
a
I
drunk
swear.
driver.
Wow.
I love that so much.
That is amazing.
Every time, I swear. Why are you like this? Gremlin?
He's just staring. Oh, he's mad. He's mad.
Uh-oh. Well, Shadow has his gun out again.
Watch
So,
the movie.
you know.
Watch it. Watch it. Watch the movie.
Okay,
How
look, I'm
dare
gonna
you
be
rub
honest with you
salt
right
into my
now.
wounds, Sonic?
What do you mean?
Look, I'm
You're
gonna be
at the
honest
end of
right
the.
now.
I'm
I would
gonna be
love to
legit
see-
serious though. I really do want Silver in the movies though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I'm
I
sure
don't
he'll
care
show
what
up.
it says, I want to see Silver in here as well. I would love to see how they
Yeah.
would
Me
put Silver in
too.
here.
Me too. Actually, I want to
agree.
hear his
Come out.
song.
I
I
need
literally
a
want to
movie
hear his
design.
song.
We have?
Hey,
So
like,
wait.
So maybe it's sooner than expected. Who knows?
So wait, if Knuckles
Well,
has
we'll
the
get to the
flames of
characters that-
disaster, does that make him the Iblis trigger?
Hold on. We will get to the new characters later. For now, we just got done talking about, we were talking about the prison island scene. And
Yeah,
let me
but
be
we
honest
didn't
here
talk
for a
about
quick
the way
second.
Shadow like beat up
You,
all them
sir,
guards.
I was about to
Yo.
say, you, sir, are one intimidating hedgehog. I swear. That was incredible.
yeah.
Remember
Shadow,
me,
I have a
Night
question.
Owls.
I have a question,
McNucks.
Shadow. How did
You
you
are scaring me for no reason. I don't like it.
did you just know how to fight like that, or did you like train to fight like that? Like how do you know how to do that? It was very
Simple.
impressive.
The professor, I wouldn't say doctor, kinda had me put through combat skills. I was to
I'll say this: I'm not
become
surprised
weapon
that Shadow
when I
took out all those
arrived.
guards, though.
I don't think anybody was.
But after 50
Oh.
years of staying on ice, you tend to learn to use your imagination to somewhat
True.
learn.
Actually,
the technique.
yeah.
That's
That's actually-
true.
That's actually
And I
that's
would,
actually
and I
a
would do
thing
it
to say.
again. For what they
But
did
like
to her.
stasis didn't make your arms all like wiggly or like your legs feel weird or anything. You just kind of like popped out and were like ready. I guess
It
it's
was,
ultimate
it was
life form
weird
thing.
waking up after 50
See,
years
My
of
theory
not
on that
touching
is that you were
ground.
using. My theory on that is that you were using your power while you were frozen to basically like keep yourself alive.
Well, suspended
I
animation
wouldn't say
kind
that.
of slows down your immune process. You're alive, but unfortunately, your body slows down all of its process as well. That includes aging, starving, any hair growing. I'm the
Yeah,
same
that's
age
what-
as
that's
I
what
was
generative
whenever I got put
stasis
in
is.
on ice.
Okay,
You're
sorry.
basically just everything's slowing down. Yeah.
Anyways,
It's near
back to
a
the topic.
standstill. That's
The
what-
way Shadow took out the guards, he's like, yeah, 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 yeah,
That's pretty
yeah.
accurate.
Yeah, that-
You
I
can't
mean,
do
yeah,
that.
him seeing him like move
Skill
everywhere
issue.
so fast, getting everybody. I love that.
What you mean? I
Well,
can do
was
that.
like- one
That was
thing I
such a good
do-
scene. Can you?
I
Of
didn't
course
say
you
you
course I
couldn't.
can, Hedgie.
I never said you couldn't. What?
No, he said I couldn't.
Oh.
I asked if
Although,
you
to be
couldn't. I
fair-
didn't say you couldn't.
Although to be fair,
Uh-oh.
Shadow, most of the time, our Shadow needs a Chaos Emerald to do what you did.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
This?
Oh,
exactly
It's
that.
Yes,
called the
that.
It's called the Chaos Snap.
I
Hmm.
understand that. I'm just saying, our Shadow sometimes needs a Chaos Emerald to use that technique.
Chaos Snaps do not require Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah,
Only Chaos
actually, our
Impulse.
Shadow can actually do that, but only a short distance, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think it depends on
even
how
Prime
much
was an
energy
example of that.
shadows can actually have. Like, it could be that this particular shadow could have more or less. We don't know, but like,
I don't know. I feel like
But
chaos
I know
energy
what
is
you
just
mean.
flowing through this
I'll
dude.
be right back.
Yeah, I was gonna say he has chaos
Yes.
energy like
Yes, it
inside of
is.
him. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Which
But,
they showed at a
um,
later
speaking of
scene
sh-
with like him doing the thing, but we'll talk about that later.
But
speaking
long
of
story
Shadow,
short,
like, how did you think? Oh, sorry.
McNux had said something, but I'm trying to figure out where he said it at. It was where was it? Oh, he says, wait. He says, wait. Can we appreciate the fact that the voice of the voice actor for Shadow in the Japan is the same voice actor that plays Shinera in Yakuza 5, And he also played Sephiroth. Let's not forget that, by the way. He was also Sephiroth, too.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yo.
Sephiroth. Oh, I love that character.
Dub now.
He says, yo, is there a way to get
seriously, I didn't know
the
that.
Japanese DVD? I gotta watch it.
Well, to
Well,
be
they
fair,
just did
won't they have
pre-orders for the
Japanese
Blu-ray.
dubbed on Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Give it, you know, I'm gonna be honest. Give it like another like week or two, and it's gonna be direct to streaming services. Kind of like, have you noticed they've been doing that with movies lately? It's like they keep it in the movie theaters for what, like, I want to say 2-3 weeks, possibly maybe 4, and literally like right after that, it's like straight to a streaming service.
Yeah, that whole process is a lot shorter now, from like getting the film to like DVD and Blu-ray to like streaming. It used to take a while before that whole process went down and you had to like wait to get like your own copy.
Yeah, because I remember like a movie would come out and then you would have to wait like an entire like year or so for that movie to go like to
I
DVD.
hated going to theaters, so I would like always have to wait forever. I'm like, oh, I think there's only a few movies I would see in theaters. I would see like Sonic movie. Like if I really, really want to see the movie, like day one, I will. But yeah, I hated going to theaters, so I was like, I would have to wait so long to see the movie. Like,
Oh my gosh, I was just thinking about it right now. And do you guys remember how like how Chip and Dale, how they started, like they would have posters showing like upcoming movies, and like Chip and Dale was like how they had that. Imagine if they did one for Sonic back then. Oh my gosh, a lot of people would be flipping out.
yeah, that would have been cool. Also, I think Amy learned how to chaos snap.
Oh my gosh.
I want to quickly say a major respect to the fans who didn't cheer for Maria's death.
Yes.
Yes, thank you guys so much for actually having
mentioned it in our
restraint.
videos. Like we made a point to mention it in our videos.
On TikTok, I will find you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, even if it's for a movie, I physically do not understand the morals of cheering for a major character death that, like, brings
Yeah,
us
she's dead
to
now.
this point.
It's literally all like that's literally what they did.
Sonic.
You do realize that Shadow is right next to me.
Guys, you guys didn't let me finish explaining before cutting me off. I was saying literally. I was literally saying that's literally what they did at the Sonic Symphony.
Yeah, it was that seemed to happen very commonly in the symphony.
Oh my god!
But it's a whole different environment, though. I mean, it's still like weird,
Shadow?
honestly. I think, but it is a different environment there as opposed to
It's
seeing
not
a movie.
your Maria that we're talking about.
Any environment is not suited at all. That is just
I still
why
think
would
it's
you be
weird.
cheering for a character death? If it was an actual death, you wouldn't be saying anything. But like, why would you
Well,
do it
I
to
think that they're
character?
cheering for the
Importantly, a
reference.
child
They're cheering for the reference to like that media, not that like she died. It's just it's a core part of like
Our family.
like Shadow's background. It's a reference directly to like the games.
I got
and things
chaos
like that.
control
I think
that
that's like the connection people make. I don't think they're like, "Yay, she's dead."
Here's the thing, right? The reason why people find that moment the way that they do is because that's legit the moment that made Shadow who Shadow is, to be honest with you.
Yeah. That's what I'm kind of
Anyway,
thinking too.
so going back to Sonic 3 for a moment. So after the whole prison island scene, we're met back up with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles with the Wachowskis, and Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are doing what they do best, having a race.
Mm-hmm.
And quite
I
honestly,
thought Jelly Roll was gonna play through that scene.
I did too.
You know?
Yeah.
It would have made sense. It would have been fitting.
I mean, yeah.
To be honest.
But
I'm not
if you
like
guys
the biggest
notice,
fan of that song.
Tails and Knuckles didn't finish the race with him.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, they pulled a Sonic Generations, and it was Sonic's Go to Earth Day, I think.
Yeah.
know
That was the
what? I didn't
day
think
Sonic
about
came
that.
to Earth and
his
met up with
anniversary,
all of them.
basically, Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
His
literally what it was.
birthday.
Yeah,
You would say
BF.
Earth anniversary.
Yeah.
And so pretty much
Yeah.
with that,
Aw.
I'm not gonna lie, I like how Sonic came out during the beginning of that race where it was he had like the snorkel on or whatever. No,
Yeah,
it
that
was like the
funny.
little like
Yeah.
the music's so epic, and then
The
you just see
floaty.
a giant inflatable duck face, and you're like, what?
and he's just-
they could have done.
And to top that all off,
Dog.
You know
Can't
what?
have Sonic
Our boy.
without a chili dog.
You know what? I'm gonna put this down on my New Year's list. Like when New Year's happens, one of my goals is actually have a chili dog because I'm actually interested in having one.
And there it is.
bruh.
No, I've
You've
never
never had a
one.
chili
You
dog?
mean to tell me?
Ooh.
You
No.
mean to tell me you've never had a chili dog and you're a Sonic fan?
Get good chili. Don't cheap out on the chili.
I'm-
That's the
I'm
the
thinking
vital
of
part.
getting one. Okay.
We need
Mhm.
to. We need
You know,
to.
it's
we need to
ironic.
we need to commit the ritual now.
You know,
Wow.
hold
okay.
on. I'm gonna be very ironic here.
He's
I'm gonna be
happy.
very ironic here.
I don't
You
know at
want a
this
good
point.
chili dog? Actually, go to the Sonic restaurant.
We're really
Yes,
getting
There's
off
a
topic
Asian
here.
They
restaurant
have my
called
Anyways,
favorite.
and it has the
They
best
have the
chili dog.
I
Chat.
know what you
So
mean.
pretty
I know
much
what you
it
mean. I
goes
can't.
from
I actually can't. I physically can't.
it goes from them racing pretty much
Oh,
to
okay,
thinking
gotcha.
that Sonic is getting beat by
my
like
choice either, which
Tails
sucks.
and
Mhm.
Knuckles. And
They-
he
they
was like,
have-
"Oh,
I'm
okay, I
allergic to
gotcha. I
nuts
ain't
and
losing
nuts and
this." So he
everything.
goes and he starts
So
doing
no.
a bunch of tricks in the air and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, that definitely felt more like me. Honestly, that definitely felt like me. Yeah.
Mhm.
And about time he
Yeah,
gets to
that
like
was-
the end of
that
the
was cool.
yeah. I just like the way the holograms
Where'd he
looked.
go?
Like they were so rubbery. The face Knuckles
Mhm.
made when he sort of pushed into the hologram. I love that scene so much.
You know what it makes me think of? Hold on, let me see. It makes me think of
The audio's cutting
Oh,
out.
no.
Wait, what?
I'll find it in a second. You don't have to wait for me.
Also, Blue Hedgehog, I should ask, shouldn't we also consider getting some songs brought up?
Let me see.
That
Oh,
is
yeah, we have
a
quite got a bit
good
without any
point,
songs.
Oh, are
Movie
we
Shadow
doing
is
music
right.
for
Maybe
this
we
one?
should play some
Oh,
songs.
yeah.
Get
Okay,
a little
okay.
break
We
in
usually have a
between.
music break. Yeah.
Yeah, music break.
Is
Yep.
there-
So really
I
quick.
do have a question, another question,
Oh.
Blue Hedgehog. Do we have
He's
any
so
Sonic
beautiful,
movie songs
Skulls. That
we
is a
can
very
play
pretty.
without copyright?
I love it.
Sadly, no.
Sonic.
You were talking about their
Look at
faces.
that.
Look at that picture. That's what people were doing to my face. That's what it made me think of when you said that.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
I can't reach it.
Can't even
Do
see
you
it.
remember that time we went to that one world
neither.
or whatever? And like I was
What the heck?
and pretty much I like we were
Okay.
taking pictures of like the social
Let me-
media thing or
let me
whatever.
see.
Mm-hmm.
What the
And
heck?
like I got like just
Sorry,
straight up
didn't mean
got
to-
like over
didn't mean
what
to
like
brush
1,000
my
people
clothes-
like
brush my
liking the
clothes against
tweet or
you.
whatever.
Yeah.
Because I did I like
Yeah, I
because I
remember that.
did this face right here.
Oh my gosh, not that.
Hilarious.
No, guys.
That was,
No,
what if that
no.
was our reality? You just post that and you get like millions of likes and retweets.
All right,
No.
I think it's time for
We're
me
gonna
to play
make
some
songs go viral.
songs. Here we go.
Woo!
Alright,
Music
Crud,
song.
my leg.
do you have
We'll be right
70s
back with
show
that.
tunes?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we will be right back with our review of Sonic 3. Stay tuned.
Are we able to talk while this goes?
I have no idea.
If you really want it, go and face the challenge. Find a new horizon, find another passage. I'm not alone, I'm feeling on my own. I get to go home with you. There's no time to take it slow. Let the blood inside you flow. Find a way to the end I'm here always with you. I'll see you past the end. Father, I just wanna tell you, thank you for all that you've given me. I'm really going to miss you. I hope you're not mad at me. I'm gonna reach for the stars, although they look pretty far. I'm gonna find my way and take a chance on today. I'm here always with you. I'll see you past the end. Growing day by day, our bond goes on. It's your spirit on the ground. I'm a spark that won't go out. How will I know when I get there? And how will I know when to leave? It's an endless possibility. I see it, and now it's all within my reach. Endless possibility. Generations out of me, treasure my energy. Let me show you just what I'm made of. I'm here always with you. I'll see you past the end. Growing day by day, our bond goes on. It's your spirit on the ground. I'm a spark that won't go out. Father, I wanted to make you proud. Father, I will keep you safe. Father, wanted to make you proud. Father, I will keep you
Okay.
They went a little overboard on that one.
That was
Yeah, we may have overdid it with that one.
I learned my
Should've saved it
lesson
for
and wore my
now, if
sunglasses
anything.
today. You guys blind me with all that super stuff.
Ugh.
Well, Silver had to go, so he couldn't stay.
Words of advice. Use Superform responsibly.
Fair.
Eggman.
What are you looking at me for?
Not you.
Super
I just
Eggman?
like to give you a little bit of. I just like to give you a little bit of, you know. I like to mess with
also,
you.
Whatever. I'm gonna go back to my seat.
I'm gonna say this to you, Shadow. Careful where you're aiming that gun, because while you were bopping your head to the song, you aimed that right at me, and I had to dodge my head as it clipped my seat. Please be careful.
Oh,
Yo,
dear.
stop.
He's messing with
Uh-huh.
me.
Well, I would
That's
rather
why I
not
say,
get my head
in
blown
case
off
for
by a
emergencies
blaster.
like this.
That's fair.
If it was a
You having
toy
a duel
gun,
at high noon?
then that would be a different story. But that's a high-powered laser
Ooh,
blaster.
definitely.
Oh my, now they're
I
both
like
comparing
this
guns.
now. This is now my favorite.
What is
Eggman.
that?
It's a gun.
That's fair.
Not you.
Boop.
It's a spray bottle.
Anyways, back
What did I
to
tell you about where you aim your
Yes.
gun? Be good. Oh, I can't spray you. Just kidding. I wasn't gonna spray you.
Oh no.
So anyway, I'm just gonna sit back.
we
down.
go from, you know, Sonic and everybody around the campfire and eating s'mores, pretty much. I think that's how it happened, right? It went to
That sounds
s'mores or whatever.
yummy.
And like Tails was talking about like some type scientific stuff, like Tails always does. No matter what Tails, like no matter
Well,
the
there's nothing wrong
Tails,
with being
Tails
a
is smart.
scientist.
Well, I didn't say
And
that. I'm
very
just
adorable.
saying. I was saying, no matter like what universe it is, Tails is always going to be smart. Yeah, exactly.
Always. He is a very smart
But
boy.
that actually makes me think, now that you
He's
say
so
that,
cute.
you know, like there's multiple universes out there, right? So, like an infinite amount. So, technically, theoretically speaking, there could be a universe where Tails is just normal, like average.
Adventures
Like,
of Sonic
you-
the
like-
Hedgehog. Sonic's at EM.
What?
Those are the
Wait, is
two
he just normal
universes
there?
where he's normal. He's not smart. He's just a kid. Tails is just Tails in that universe. He's not smart.
Huh. Never
Ah.
really thought about it.
That must have completely slipped my mind.
Infinite possibilities, as they say.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think there's a
That's true.
universe with a not smart Eggman?
Excuse me?
Possibly.
Technically, yes.
The-
Theoretically,
yes.
It's possible. It's possible.
So,
you may have a
Again,
point.
Or a not
theory of
edgy Shadow.
infinite universes.
I think we missed. I think we skipped a part, honestly. So pretty much, it was before the s'mores part. Remember, it was they were doing Tom and Sonic were walking together, and they came across Sonic's old burrow, pretty much. And that's when Tom told him, like, you know,
Yeah.
they had that heart-to-heart talk about like the reason why Sonic is the way that he is because, you know, he didn't hold on to that pain or whatever.
His
you know,
lungs.
yeah, yeah, his lungs.
No,
I
more
love
like
that
your
little
heart.
blue one is.
I just
the
love how
blue
he just
hedgehog
pointed
is
right there.
irritatingly.
You tried to
arrogant.
play it off. It's so funny.
Right there, your lungs.
Could agree on.
But sometimes he does make good points.
What was that, Shadow?
Didn't they have that when he was looking at a picture that
Never
Sonic drew when
heard
he was a
that from
kid
my
of
mouth.
him and Longclaw?
Yeah, they were looking at the picture of Longclaw and him. Yeah, and then he
Eggman
was
and
like,
Hedgehog.
and then that's when
Yes.
he was saying, like, I
No,
would
didn't.
I would
What?
be a total, completely different Hedgehog if it wasn't for
Wild
you guys.
thing Here.
And that's when we get to Shadow, who's like, looks so freaking cool in the rain. Oh my gosh, the way Shadow looked with the
Yes.
rain on him, it's just like, that was such a John Wick moment right there.
That had to be a Keanu reference.
That had
'Cause
to
I
be,
immediately
honestly.
thought of, like John Wick.
Bunch.
Yeah.
I immediately thought of that scene in John Wick where he's like walking through that club like in the rain.
I was asleep for 50 years.
And next thing you know,
what
Have
I'm
you ever
mad
felt
about,
rain before?
actually?
what?
Like, so you know how in the trailer when they first showed Shadow running on the water, Like, and you hearing that like epic like dark theme of Green Hills. Like that was only for the trailer. I've never heard it in the movie. And that
You know
would've
what? I
been
never
perfect
got that in the
if, like, they
trailers
mixed
either.
that with another song while he was running on that scene. That would have been amazing. But no, they didn't use it.
But literally that, and then like G-Unit comes and he surrounds Shadow, and he's just like, "Why won't you guys leave me alone?"
Yeah.
I still wonder why to this day. I wanted to know where I was, why I was in Japan of all places. They were the
Eating
That's where Prison
sushi.
Island was.
Yeah.
Actually,
I
it's
love
got me
sushi.
thinking.
Because
What
if you
if
think
that
about
event,
it,
like,
I was asleep for 50 years and I got released this year, 2024. I was asleep since 1974.
Yo, it's
Whoa.
funny that you said that because
Yeah.
somebody just commented that on YouTube. They said Jordan says when Shadow said
Oh,
he was
yeah.
locked away for 50 years and it was 2024, that means that Shadow was discovered in 1974.
That
Dang,
also
Shadow.
coincides with the professor's
Actually,
age.
the movieverse is the only
Shadow's a little
confirmed
boomer.
thing to have an actual year. Any other canon, we don't know what time it takes place in. We just know that it happens.
Yeah, that's true. I guess there's
Well,
never
I will
like,
say this,
oh, this
when
is
it
what
comes
year
to
it is.
us game, like when it comes to our like, for example, our universe, which is the game verse, it is pretty much time works completely different compared to how it works in another universe. Honestly,
That is also
Yeah.
true. Different universes, different laws of physics. It all depends.
If you think
Yeah.
about it, I was released in the summer of 2024.
True.
Because you're not going tubing on Christmas.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Yeah,
so
you do.
Shadow.
Well, that
do
also
you know
depends
how
on the
long you were
season of
awake
Japan
before?
because their stuff is different.
Like I've always wondered that. How long were you awake
I meant where
before
Sonic
all
was
that happened?
stationed. And then I also want to point
Oh!
out that my version of Sonic did the reference. What was it? Oh yeah.
Which one?
Talk about low budget.
Talk
flights.
about a low budget flight.
wait,
I
we
freaked out
didn't
when
get
I
that
was
far
watching.
yet. We didn't get that far yet.
I'm
Because
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
somebody
sorry.
brought up a good point. The Knuckles show actually, they said they actually in the Knuckles show they mentioned Shadow kind of actually in the Knuckles show. They said that it was confirmed in the Knuckles show. It was mentioned in Alien appearing in 1974, which would have been the time the meteor with Shadow in it fell.
Oh,
Oh,
I definitely
I
didn't
completely
catch
forgot
that.
about that. No,
And
I forgot
here's
that
a
when I saw
fun
the show.
fact.
They did say something about that in '74, but
And
I
here's a
never knew
fun
they were
little-
tying
here's
Shadow.
a fun little fact about GUN. Originally, the organization was created and ran by a Robotnik, but they never specified which.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because
really?
in the Knuckles show, that one guy with the gray beard mentioned that Robotnik created Gun for the sole purpose of serving the nations of the world.
Huh. So like,
Why is everybody
oh, I guess
hashtagging
we'd
Speed
have
for
to learn more
Care?
about like where Gerald came
Guys,
from.
hashtag Speed for
'Cause it's
Care.
probably from
Oh,
the Nightbot.
no, it's not.
Have you
Oh,
checked
it
for
is the
this-
Nightbot. Yeah, it is.
I was about to say, is it your Nightbot?
Yeah, I just looked at it and I was
Which
like, wait, why is
means
everybody saying Speed for
you
Care?
are
The
the
only time
rightful
we use Speed for
owner of
Care is
Gun.
like
Because
if
you're
we're
Nightbot.
because we're trying to raise up like money for like something important to help somebody, somebody in need. That's why we use Speed for Care. I forgot that the Nightbot said that. So, anyways,
Oh,
yeah,
the
right now would be a
timers.
perfect good
Yeah.
time for Speed for Care because like I need to start getting $800 together for rent for the studio.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're definitely not getting the deposit back after Shadow rode his bike in here. You've gone super in here how many times? I mean, I even caught myself standing on the table earlier. Yeah, we're definitely
Wait,
not doing
can't
this.
What about
technically-
Tails gonna feel
wait.
about this?
So wait,
You know, I
can't you
didn't realize
technically
until
just
now, but
like
you're the rightful
use the
owner of
emeralds
gun
to
in
like
my
just
universe.
like magically repair things? Because can't they perform like anything once they're all together? Like literally anything?
Yes and no.
Great.
So yeah, if we're gonna use hashtag
once
Speed
you
for
hear that
Care,
answer,
use
no.
it to let people know that like we're trying to raise funds, pretty much, I guess.
Yeah.
Real
Help my
quick,
friends out.
Blue
They're amazing
Hedgehog,
people.
I heard a theory about why the professor is still alive at such a
Oh
at
no
such
no
a
no!
elderly
I
wise
can
age.
already confirm that right now. Actually, the reason why even Jeff Fowler actually said this. This was a deleted scene, by the way, that didn't make it into the movie. Sadly, it was because he had
Aw.
Shadow's quills. Remember when like we saw like Gerald getting like
Oh yeah.
and he had the quills.
Yeah,
he
had it when
was
he talked to
he was using the
Eggman.
quill. He was like when they did that thing when they would taste the quill or whatever and the electricity from it, that would actually prolong them from aging pretty much. That's
So
why.
you're
That makes
telling
sense. It
me
does come from
my
an immortal
quills have
being.
the
Yeah.
ability to keep the professor alive.
That is
Oh my
cool.
God.
Can I have one?
Why didn't I use
We'll talk
one of my
later.
quills to revive
Excuse
Maria?
Oh,
Wait,
What? I'm at 1,000. I gotta start thinking about, aging a little
Because
slower.
the thing with that Shadow is Maria was fatally wounded.
but
It wouldn't have worked.
Oh yeah, I see
Oh,
what he's
don't do
talking
that
about.
to yourself,
It's-
Shadow.
oh
yeah.
no.
It doesn't heal wounds. It just it's like one of those things.
It's giving chaos energy. It's like the after effects of chaos energy is it helps you like immortal for a little bit longer, pretty much. You're still mortal,
Aw.
but
Oh, no.
it prolongs pretty much
Maybe
your
we
aging
shouldn't
and
have
stuff
brought
like that.
up, huh?
No,
Yeah,
poor
he's banging
Shadow.
his head on the desk.
Poor Shadow.
I mean, he
Yeah,
was
we
going to
should
bring it
have
up.
brought
Poor
it up.
Shadow. Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah,
okay.
Ghostly pretty much is right. So technically, Sonic and Shadow's quills expand the life cycle of others. Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, I would expect that from
Okay,
Shadow,
what if
but
you
Sonic's?
have one of each?
Well, we don't know if
Why do you
Sonics can
think
do
Dr.
that. We
Eggman
know
zapped
that
his phone?
Shadows can, but it wouldn't surprise me if Sonic can too. Honestly,
Well, yeah,
It
because
wouldn't
like
even
Shadow
surprise
is
me if the red
canonically.
Echidna squirrels could.
you know what's
Well, I don't know
funny?
about that, but like for
You
Shadow,
know
for
what's-
example,
I will point this out. It's kind of funny. Like Sonic has his quills can come out. Knuckles' dreads can he can get like a dread out or whatever like that. Like his like I want to say, does he have quills? I don't think he has quills. I think he has something else.
Echidnas have quills,
I
but they're
think
not sharp.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think echidnas have quills. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Knuckles has quills, and then Shadow has quills, but the only one that doesn't is Tails. If you think about it, he has fur. So does that mean like
He has fur.
yeah,
'cause
you
he's
don't
a fox.
yeah, but you don't see Tails charge up with electricity like Knuckles and Sonic and Shadow.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
What
you
does he
don't ever
drop
see
a
him like
fang?
have
I
a glowy
think-
charge.
well, I would assume like this is kind of like my theory with also game characters. I would guess that it's more specifically what their power is. Like, for example, like
Mm.
for you, Sonic, it's more of like your speed and agility, right?
Yeah.
Like it's the same thing with the movie Sonic. That's basically you would charge up to use that speed, right? So, like, well, my theory is that it depends on what the actual like what you consider a ability or power. For like Tails, for example, his two tails, which gives him the ability to flight, and his smarts. Like it could just be used for that. Like he has his own power. It's just that it's just not meant to
It
be
just
like,
happens inside
like
his
charging
brain.
up like how Sonic or Shadow does. You know what I mean? No, he doesn't. Never mind. I wasn't even technical with that, like, or at least too technical.
See, this is what I have to deal with every day with this rodent.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, look at that! I yawned you, Eggman.
What? Don't you dare do a Sonic Prime reference.
Yeah.
You know I'm not a fan of that show.
I don't know why. I love that show. Devin Mack is my favorite
dude.
Sonic
Why
VA.
not? You're the
I'm
ruler of the
not.
Green Hills in one of the universes.
Well,
I mean,
I'm
I'm
proud of
on
what
his
my
side.
other
I don't really like him
counterparts have
myself.
done, but even still, I'm not really a fan of a show. I'm
I like
sorry.
it. I thought it was fun.
I like the
don't
Shadow's
really
voice
care
in
for
it too.
much, especially the later seasons. What?
I liked Shadow in it. Shadow was like, I don't know. Shadow's just cool everywhere, I guess.
I'm gonna be
But
honest.
she was
I
really
got
cool.
I got the chance to actually meet Ian Hamlin actually at Sonic Expo. Really cool dude. And I asked him because of my a lot of people like to say that me and my buddy Devin, like when it comes to Sonics, we sound alike pretty much. So like I heard this
Mhm.
from Speed's
That's fair.
mom. So pretty much I asked Ian, I was like, let me so I told him about the situation. He was like, all right, let me hear it. And pretty much I went and I did, my voice or whatever, in general, whatever. And he was like, yeah, these guys sound close to each other, yeah.
Yeah.
See, and that's why my roommate also thinks you sound close to Prime Sonic.
Is he
Mhm.
really?
I
Yeah,
just moved
really.
in.
I agree.
What
I
is just
just
funny
moved in
because
with my
didn't
two roommates.
didn't your roommate actually bring me on to like voice Prime Sonic for a comic dub at one point?
Yeah, was it for? I think it was the 30th anniversary, right?
I think so. We were like, it was like a
oh,
bunch of like
that's funny.
Sonics.
Counterparts, yes.
Yeah,
Well, now you know why.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
gonna
just
lie.
moved in with my
I love
roommates
going
for
to
the
Devin's
first
stream,
couple
especially hearing like
hours.
when he gets rated, and how he would go like from like his normal voice, and then he would go to like, "Hey guys, this is Sonic, and I'm the voice of Sonic in Sonic Prime." I love how he does that. Honestly, it's like one of my favorite things about his streams.
Yeah. He's a very, very
I
good
do-
streamer. He's
Yeah.
very entertaining.
We need to
do
get
have
him on an
questions about the
episode of here.
multiverse.
Actually, that's what we need to do. We need to find a way
We
to get him
should.
on here, and if we can, we should get Rocky on here. Rocky, I still need to talk to because of the. Remember, we said if we reach 1,000, we would bring Rocky onto one of the streams. This would be the perfect opportunity to do that. Is get him on a VR chat stream.
Yeah.
We will give him like we
Yeah,
can't
especially something like
find.
this.
Honestly, yeah.
I know the perfect model to use for him. We'll use Rocket Raccoon.
Oh my goodness.
And I know I can tell you right now,
No.
he's gonna love that. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna love that because Rocky loves Rocket pretty much. It's like one of his favorite characters.
Yeah.
I
I like
will
Rocket
have
too.
to ask you about the multiverse more, Blue Hedgehog. I just moved in with my roommates, and there's this other one that looks like me but blue. It's weird.
Are you talking about Soka, dude?
Yep. That's
Oh.
that's it.
He looks like me in the face and the head, but he looks like you in the body. It's disturbing.
You know,
Yeah,
you're
that's-
catching
I
on
think
to the
that's
multiverse thing way faster than Knuckles. He's still a little confused about that.
Yeah.
Movie
Okay.
Knuckles.
Well, movie
Sounds
Sonic,
about right.
Mhm.
as you call movie Sonic, doesn't seem to shut up about it.
That's
Especially he likes to come over here and hang out with us from time to time. Honestly, we kind of met him
Yeah.
before he met you, but yeah.
Well,
I
this
wish
is
he was
better than me
here. I
roaming
wish he could have been here
around
today.
The planet.
Yeah,
all
same,
alone
to be
being
honest.
Dead.
Oh, well, fair enough.
I'm not gonna lie. When he was talking, when we were hanging out yesterday, and he was talking about like the other like movie Sonics of YouTube. I'm just thinking, does he not know like he's my favorite? Like
There's
out of all of
more
them, the multiverse is huge when it
Yes.
comes to the movie universe, especially on
It's
YouTube.
literally infinite, dude.
Uh-oh.
It's infinite.
Oh no!
Oh, God.
Oh no!
You don't have to deal with all of them at once. Don't worry.
It's a. Oh,
Oh no. Oh gosh.
oh dear.
That literally made
Oh.
me sick.
I zoned out for a second.
Oh,
Learn how to
use the
use
idea of
movie
multiverse.
We might need to get the mop out. Maybe clean up around the trash can.
Oh gosh, you're probably right. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, and this may come off a bit egotistical, but I straight up love the movie, our movie Sonic though. Like the dude's amazing.
I tolerate.
I love him too. He's nice.
English has left me.
Even Shadow
I
likes him.
tolerate my
I mean,
movie Sonic.
tolerates him.
Trust me, Movie Shadow, I had to deal with 6 Sonic the Hedgehogs during the Christmas
I'll
party.
be right back.
All right.
Oh, you
well,
did? There were so many.
There was.
Yeah, that is
There
actually
were so
true.
many. That's
Yeah.
true.
It was stressful to handle. They just want to mess with me, try to tickle my belly or whatever. I don't like it.
Why didn't? Well, then why didn't you invite
that so
your
Tickle your
counterparts then?
belly.
Since there were so many Sonics.
I wanted to. I want to try to. Yeah, you what? Next time, Rodent, if you allow me to give me permission, can I invite my other counterparts?
Yeah, sure. I was actually just about to ask you that. Did you end up talking to you know who yet?
Because that would have been that kind of would have been unfair. Having multiple Sonics but a single Eggman, like really?
Well,
I saw
shall get
one,
started.
but we don't
Party
talk
too.
about him.
Yeah, because like we really need to bring that one on.
true. Yeah,
Also-
I'll
There's
talk with the guy.
another one.
Congrats on 50 subscribers, by the way, on your channel.
Oh
Yo,
yeah.
let's go.
Congratulations.
I didn't even post a video yet. I already have a video up and I'm ready
let's go.
tomorrow. But man,
You're at 58 subscribers right
Well,
now.
yeah. Well, thank you all for the support. I appreciate it. The video.
Please.
My first video will be up tomorrow, and that is a trailer to see what's to come from my upcoming content next year.
Eggman's
I'm
a
looking forward to
VTuber
watch.
now.
Oh man, I'm trying. I'm literally trying to get him a model. It's like $600, and it's so hard to do when you're trying to raise up.
600?
Yeah, it's
It'll
600.
be a dream to get
Mhm.
a
What?
VTuber model.
Yeah,
think
VTuber
you
models are
gotta
expensive.
Eggman's super
I
expensive.
will say this, you gotta
Just
think
that
about it.
popular.
The quality of my model compared to all the other Sonic VTuber models that you've seen out there.
But $600?
I mean,
Eggman's
you'll
just
be
that
surprised
the
about
artist
how
has
much.
to, like, do the art, cut the model, rig the model so it moves and not like in a weird motion. It takes a lot of work. Like,
There you go.
I will just say my my 2D model is a lot. It
You
was a
wanna
lot.
you wanna know
I don't
how
really want
much?
to
Let me
specifically say, but
let
it took a
me
long time.
I don't
say
understand.
my
this.
model that you guys. Oh, it's not this one, by the way. No, of course not.
It's
But
the
my
regular
VTuber model
process.
is actually came out to I want to say $900 to $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's normal prices though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's normal price.
Yeah, that's completely normal.
Wow, I am
Mhm.
completely gobsmacked. Holy
I'm going
crap.
to go on ahead
Yeah.
and take a wild guess. It's because of all the shading, all the drawing, and then all the rigging you have to do to make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Mhm. It's very time consuming for the
Oh my
artists. Like my
God.
model
That's-
took I think 7 months to complete. We started in December and it wasn't ready until the end of June. Yeah.
Now
Yeah, it
that I
takes a
think
long
about
time.
it, that is actually fair. But damn.
But that seems
It is
so
expensive
much
though.
in my
It's
opinion.
an investment.
What
Yeah,
did you
it's
say?
I mean
Yeah,
it's
they
an
are,
investment,
That's
you
though.
know?
risk more of that's risk more than profit. What in the world?
But the thing is, right? Amy's model,
Wait,
if I
how's it
recall,
risk, though?
I think Amy's model, I think yours costs like 600, I want to say honestly. And like I said, it's I prefer quality over quantity, you know? That's why I
Yeah.
like
I mean, you don't have to like go that hard if you don't want to, but it does make a difference when you do invest a lot into them.
yeah.
In the quality for sure. But there
Never
are a
pay
lot. There are
$600
cheaper
for a
options. There's a lot of
$200
pre-made
model.
models. It's just far less custom to like you, and like some artists do rigging like very custom to like your movements. Like that's a big thing. Like a lot of credit that I give my artists is they did it like based on like my actual like movements and stuff like that. So
It's because they want to know how much your model costs.
Oh God. Okay. Well, my first
no.
model, my old skulls, old 1.0/2.0 skulls, um, was I think it was about like 300 or 400 for that one. But the artist was still like
Not
building their
bad.
portfolio, so we just kind of like, in a sense, we kind of helped each other out in that sense. But the one that I have now it was like 1,300. 13, yeah, it was 1,300.
Yeah, seems that
Yeah.
that really does seem like
It's
normal
fabulous.
prices around there.
It's
Yeah.
like 4 VR headsets.
Wait, how much was it?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
but I mean, it's worth.
13.
It's worth.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
dang.
like 1,300.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
One,
in my
we
opinion,
did
that
it
is
in a
not
payment
worth.
plan.
No.
God.
Yeah, that's the
Oh
best.
my
That's
God.
the. I'm not gonna lie. That's the best way to go
streaming's
about it.
literally
Is
my
a payment
full-time
plan.
job in my career. If you think about investing
Oh.
$1,000 into your career, that's not really anything.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
literally this is literally what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
trying to
good to
do. Is this is a full time job right now? Is consecrating, but like
Yeah.
the part that sucks is I'm not making enough where I should be, so I might have to, So yeah,
They kind of supplement things. Yeah.
you gotta go back to work if if I can't really make 1,000 off here a month. Honestly, the highest I made was probably I want to say 700, but the thing is, like, now I'm only making like maybe 200 to 300, and that's not even close enough.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
hard.
that's
Even
like-
my best month, I didn't make a whole lot on YouTube, but I had a really, really good month in November. Like my best month, basically my whole year into a month, and it was still like a few hundred, which was nice. It did cover paying for bills, but you have to, like, you really have to do content creation because you love it. Like, unless you get like super duper lucky or something, you have to do it because you love
Yeah,
it. 'cause
Like
it
some
doesn't
content
pay very
creators
well
out
in a lot
there.
of cases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah, it
you gotta
happens.
be like fully out there and fully committed, like constantly. And for something like that for me is just, I feel like that's just way too much for me to handle, because in order to get like, if like anything close to like what's the term, like there's a specific term where you earn more to sustain yourself, like I forgot what that term was, but like just to get there it's hard enough. That's why I don't really do it, because like it's just
I
not
mean, you don't have to
worth
like
my
do it
time and
as a
stress,
job
so
at
I like.
first. Or I mean,
Well-
it's not one. It's not for everyone, but also like you don't have to do it as a job. Like
Yeah.
I've done it for 10 years, and I've been full time for 3. But like for the first
Yeah.
like 7 years, it was like a hobby. Like I didn't invest a whole lot into it. My setup was really really simple. I kind of added on because I just liked gaming and stuff like that too. Slowly over the years. But yeah, if you think about it all at once, it seems like it's very overwhelming. 'Cause
Be
you're
right
like,
back
my
again.
setup, and if you want a VTube, your model, and if you don't, your camera, and you're just like, it's so expensive. But like, if you just like slowly do it, and if you don't like it, you just don't have to like put that much into it. You know what I mean? But you might
Yeah,
love it and
but
be like,
another
yo,
risk is
maybe
that if
I'll
people
do this
like-
much a month.
It's a
Yeah.
risk if people won't like it.
I'll
That's the
put
thing.
my 2 cents into the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'll say this. When you're trying to do content creating, it's simply you shouldn't, when you make it, you shouldn't want to do it because it gets you money. That's the
Yeah.
greedy way in. For the biggest examples, some of the greatest YouTubes like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, they didn't do YouTube for the money. They did it at a time when money was not even in the whole
I mean,
thing.
that's
but
the
they
thing
stuck
though.
around.
That's the thing though. Some of us are very passionate about doing this as a full time thing,
Mhm.
but the
Yes,
only way
because-
we can actually keep this thing going and staying afloat is by donations and by how much YouTube pays us.
Yeah.
It depends on how many people watch our videos and stuff. So it sucks because literally I had the same mindset where money wasn't, I didn't care about the money at all, but like it's something like you literally have to care about right now because you got to think about it. You have to pay your bills with it. You have to make sure that you have your
Yeah.
equipment and all
Yeah,
that stuff
you have
with
to
it.
survive.
Exactly. And the only way to
Mhm.
do that if
Like,
you're doing
before I
this
went
full
full-time,
time
I
is
saved for like Yeah,
I don't-
I saved for like a year and a half before I went full time because like I kind of knew things were. I didn't go full time for like the best reason. It was a lot of personal stuff, but like I could kind of tell it was happening, and I wanted to do this for a while. But it took me like a year and a half of saving up to be able to be like I can do it full time. But basically, yeah, the forefront shouldn't be the money. Like you shouldn't do it for like I'm creating content for money, but it is realistically a part of like what keeps you afloat and like what like it takes a lot of time and dedication. So like that's what makes it like worth your time and dedication. And you know, so and like some people just I don't know, just some people honestly I feel like don't really I don't know. Not everyone like can work the most conventional job. So sometimes it's like a great to like use an outlet as a career. But it does
Yeah.
take a lot of luck and I mean I'm not
Yes.
like by any means doing insanely crazy well, but I am like absolutely like honored and like blessed that I can like do what I'm doing, you know?
Yeah.
And like I can say I can like earn a little bit from it, you know? So yeah.
Yes.
And there's another thing about how YouTube regards people's work. That's a whole other thing. Doesn't matter if you're getting paid or not. They still like screw over certain people, like other like either animators or content creators. It doesn't matter if you do one small thing wrong with against their terms, you get the maximum punishment, and
Yeah.
it sucks. Like there
Their
are
punishment
Sonic
isn't
animators
very
out there,
fair.
for example. Like there's Sonic
Yeah.
animators out there, for example, who actually make great and hilarious like animations. But it doesn't matter what the context of the video is or what's in it, even if it is graphic. It gets like thrown into an AI system or something because there's no way in anywhere that people are actually manually reviewing this, and it gets marked for kids.
Oh yeah,
like
we
there
know
was
they don't.
wasn't there
We
like
know they
a
don't.
animation where like they had like all kinds of like adult themes or something, and it had blood, and yet it got
Mhm.
marked for kids, and it was shown to kids. That's how bad YouTube is.
Not
So-
to mention.
Yeah, the gates are really,
talk
really
ab-
bad. Some people do it on purpose, but like the automatic marking, I know a lot of people I know who make Sonic content specifically have that issue a lot, where it like automatically makes your videos for kids, and you're like, it's not for kids. That's
Not
always
only
like scared
that-
me. I'm like, my content is definitely not for kids, but I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't want YouTube to think so.
And not only that, the demonetization system is basically run by AI because of what happened earlier this year with one of
Gotta go
with
fast.
Gotta Go Fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. One of our good
It was-
friends
it
who
was a
worked very,
stupid
very
reason-
hard on the channel.
Exactly.
Stupid reason because my roommate swept through
I'm still upset over that.
at least a good few videos from like the beginning of this year and maybe a little bit at the end of the last year. There was nothing. I don't know where they got that excuse for demonetizing
that
this thing.
reason is so out of the blue and just nowhere.
Yeah.
Like that's
my
not even a
only-
legitimate reason.
My
And they completely
legitimate
It's
drew it.
weird how that
guess-
works.
My legitimate guess as to what they thought was like the Sonic.exe videos, which by the way, I hate. I
Okay,
hate you
that
bloody
is just
hedgehog.
no.
Yeah, I'm
Because
not gonna lie.
Tails
I'm not a
is
fan
the
of
one-
EXEs
Tails is the
either.
one gets killed. Tails
Okay,
is the first
wait, no,
character
if that's the
in those
reason-
games that get killed.
Yeah.
If that's the reason it got flagged for that specific reason with EXE, there's truly no one actually
mean,
working
there's-
on YouTube.
There's certain things that like just in general YouTube's really, really, really strict about. And like some people happen to get away with it. No system's perfect, especially if you know you have AI running it most of the
Just
time.
realized
We're
we
not gonna
really
talk
got
about
off
that.
topic, honestly.
Oh, we did,
Oh,
but yeah,
crap,
yeah. Yeah, YouTube does
well,
need to
we're
do a
a
better
radio
job
talk
of
show. We talk about whatever's on the topic.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
oh,
yeah, it's fair.
Right.
I'm
just
sure our
looked at the
discussions
time.
about content
I
I'm
don't
sure
even know where this
discussions
led
about
us to.
content have helped some people. I know people ask me a lot during streams, so yeah, a different outlet to tell you guys, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I actually gotta get going because it's really late where I'm at. It's almost 1 o'clock, and I had like a 2 or 3 hour drive before finally coming back home. So I think I'm gonna head out.
Oh goodness, yeah.
That was nice
Yeah.
seeing you again, Kev.
Yeah, later,
So I'll
Curb.
see. I just hit my ceiling fan. I'll see you later.
Oh my
Farewell.
god.
Bye.
Anyways,
Well,
should we get back on
so-
topic,
I'm
which
gonna go
is
sit
like
by Shadow
Sonic 3?
Gee,
very slowly, apparently. Okay.
Cause we went to where did we
Hello.
stop at?
Okay. Yo, we're gonna take we're gonna take Skulls' spot, Ames. We're just gonna take Skulls and Curb's spot right here.
Okay.
Let's all get close.
I mean, do you want us to scoot down?
No. You guys are fine. Honestly, don't worry about it.
All right. Well,
it's okay. You can come closer. I don't smell. I mean, I
don't
smell with my
bite
nose, but I'm not like stinky.
much.
Same. I only bite as a defense mechanism. Okay.
Hey.
Eggman bites whether it's defense or not.
I'll just sit this way so I'm facing everyone.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I guess you're not wrong.
Okay. Anyways, we were at the part where we were talking about literally how G-Lin showed
Shadows
up.
in the ring.
Yeah, and how G-Lin showed up, and then we go to pretty much back to Sonic, and then pretty much just chilling, having s'mores and stuff. And the general lady shows up and was like, "Oh, hello, Tom Wazowski and Maddie Wazowski and aliens." Oh wait,
I'm not going to lie. I really wanted to kick, I wanted to roundhouse kick that woman.
somebody's
Didn't
not
like
a fan
her
of
very
that
much.
woman.
I'm
I
not a
don't
fan
think.
of her.
I think you're just not a fan of gun people in general.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of gun people in general, but I will admit a lot of them were a bit more respectful than her.
yeah,
she was a
but
little,
I have
Yeah, that's
the thing that
true.
I didn't
She had
understand
attitude.
with her was like she like literally okay, we'll talk about it later. But yeah, pretty much, and it was going. They were like, "Oh well, we got a mission for you," and they're like Team Sonic. And I like how Knuckles' reaction was like, "Who came up with that name?" Like,
Didn't Knuckles do that?
Yeah.
Didn't Knuckles try to do the whole Team Knuckles thing in Sonic Boom?
he did.
Mhm.
Oh my god, it's a boom.
And he was trying to
reference.
get Sonic to be his sidekick, and he was like, "No, Knuckles, I'm looking for a sidekick."
I do
I'm
want to say
thinking of
briefly about
Knuckles
that
Jr..
scene. That scene specifically when they go from like the rain to like Sonic's story. It was kind of cool to see them do like those transitions where like they kind of showed the parallels, but like the differences between Sonic and Shadow. You know what I mean? Like just like their paths. Like I don't know how to even explain that.
Here's
Like
what she
Shadow's
should
going
have
through, like,
said.
this dark thing, and then it's like boom. You know,
This is what she should have said.
boom.
She should have been like Tom Wazowski, Maddie Wazowski. Animals.
Animals. Would you prefer animals over aliens?
You know what? Yes, I would.
I'd
Yeah.
have preferred to
Okay, that's
keep
fair.
I would have preferred to keep my name out your mouth.
Dang.
Oh dear.
So pretty much, right? It goes from there, and they go to Tokyo, where literally large fireball and stuff, and they're like, "That is the direction we need to go." And like literally, I like you guys were talking about earlier, the reference of the
Yes,
reference was
I
so
screamed in the theater.
freaking goated. Oh my gosh, that was such a goated.
Talk about a low budget flight, and they did the whole like thing, and I was like, oh my god,
No food or movies.
I'm
I'm out of here.
As like Sonic Adventure 2 being my favorite game, I squealed. I'm actually kind of glad there was like barely.
Oh
anyone
no
in the
no no!
theater,
See,
'cause
I
squealed.
I agree with you there because Sonic Adventure 2 was like one of my favorite games too. So I agree with you.
Mhm.
I'm almost
It was such a
curious
good
whether or
moment.
not we should all go to a theater and watch the fourth movie.
Ooh.
What,
That
like
would be
all of us
cool.
meet up and like go watch it together?
Absolutely.
We have time to plan it. We got like 2 years.
You know what?
Or something.
I'm down for this idea. What do you say,
I'm
Ames?
down actually.
Because let's be honest, getting a ticket for a movie theater
I
is
mean-
at least $12.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
that's
got
true.
opening night.
Less expensive thing.
Actually, I need to
Yeah.
start.
Down for
I
that.
need to start
I'm down for
preparing
that. We
because
all
like
go to
I
opening
need to
night.
get invited to the next premiere. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. I really need to
I
get invited to
know,
the next
we gotta
premiere.
get on that blue
That's your
carpet.
best.
Next time we're gonna be there, okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna be there.
The Sonic Speed Network crew walking
Yes.
down the blue carpet. No, seriously, it was blue
like that's a
whenever
lot
they
of
did the
people.
walk.
Yeah, and you know,
Mhm.
they invited the freaking Eggman guy, whatever was his name, Robotnik.
Oh, Jack Botnick.
Jack Botnick, yeah, they
Jack
invited.
Botnick.
Cool
Mhm.
guy, by the way. I got to meet
Yeah,
him
he
at
got
Expo.
invited. Jess got invited.
Are you a fan?
I like his work.
Yeah, Jack Botnick's
I'm
actually
sure.
a pretty cool guy, though. I'm not gonna lie. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Definitely
Sam
would be a
Procrastination
welcome meet.
They had
Station.
the goat games cage.
Yeah. Which reminds me,
And Aru.
if we
Aru
can,
went too.
hey, hey, Fidel, why don't you join us for a show,
Fidel.
buddy? Huh? Come join us
Yeah,
for a
come
show. Yeah, come on, Fidel.
Come on. You like Sonic? Come on.
Come join our
What is it
radio
about
show,
this
Fidel.
Games Cage, we're calling you out. Come to our show.
Wait,
Come
wait,
yap
go
about
ahead.
Sonic
Go-
with us.
Wait,
Yeah.
there you go. Do it again. Okay, there you go. So there you go. Go ahead.
All right. Games Cage, Mr. Fidel, the GOAT, the legend, the man himself. Join us for our radio show so we can talk about Sonic, and we will find you the perfect avatar to join us in VR chat. Huh? How does that sound? Peek?
I'm clipping all of this and I am sending it to him.
Do you know what it looks like for me on my end whenever Skull was pointing at the camera?
Wait,
Oh
what?
goodness. What?
From my end, do you remember when when we were checking out that one world in VR chat and you took a picture of me doing that
Oh.
on
Oh, I see.
not on purpose, obviously, just I had knocked out for a power nap.
Actually, I think another
Yeah.
person who was actually there was Jet. Terrible Jet, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
went
he was also there.
Salty DK Dan went there too.
Also, I think Isabel. Is it Isabel or is it Isabella? I think it was Isabel.
Yeah, Izzy.
Yeah, Izzy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she went there too. Mm-hmm.
It's funny because
saying.
some of these
So
people are
good.
part of the SEGA content creator group that we're a part of.
Yeah. And you know what? Honestly, I was looking because I was like, okay, so why did these people get invited? You know, like I'm not in a bad way, obviously. And we're not too far from some of them, to be quite honest. So just saying, Paramount. Next time, you know.
Yeah.
We would love to go. Oh my gosh, and I'm a fashion person too. I will have an absolutely fabulous outfit. I promise I will not disappoint.
I won't disappoint either, honestly. I will show up in like
He'll even wear pants.
I will
yeah, I will
the
wear
ultimate
pants.
life for best.
That's the only time you shall get me to wear pants is by inviting me to the next
Shadow,
premiere
you
for Sonic
also wear
4.
pants.
I
Of
would love
course
to
I
see
wear-
that.
I wear pants.
Of course you
I
would.
must look
Okay.
civilized. I must look
That's good.
dapper.
Yeah, I know you would.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, what was the next scene for that? What was the next part for that scene when they jumped from the copter?
Oh, right. They're looking around and literally there's
Oh, yeah.
fire everywhere. And I love it because, like, literally how Knuckles reference, I am 100% muscle. And, like, a car literally comes flying at them. And my mind went to, I was hoping they would have made this reference, but, like, I know it wouldn't make sense. But, like, my mind went to, the tornado's carrying a car.
Oh my god. That tornado's carrying a car.
Not entirely. If I was doing the Sonic Wind or whatever they call my version of that.
Yeah.
It's all like literally Knuckles
They didn't
catches
run
the
from the truck.
car, and it was like 100% muscle. Pause.
Knuckles is really strong.
He really is. And then
Yeah,
I
he
love how
is.
Shadow, like, Shadow walks out and he was like, yo, so, I got a question. Why do you look like me?
I love that
I
scene.
don't look like you. You look like me. Why do you look like me?
Why do you look like me?
This is a waste of time. Walk away before you get hurt.
Hey, come on. We just want to talk. You know,
Yeah.
nobody has to get hurt. We just want to talk. Actually, Sonic, I would like
you
to fight.
jumped out of a gun helicopter. There's nothing more to talk about.
Oof. That scene, that hit so hard.
And like the way Shadow just
Everything
took
Shadow.
out the entire team Sonic within like 3 seconds.
So easy.
Why
Yo.
why do
So
the
we
people
Didn't
keep
even
saying I
didn't
abused
movie
Tails?
Sonic say he can't take us
Oh,
all out?
Yeah, he did say
He ends up
that.
taking them all out.
We
So you know how there's alternate universes, right? Well, it just so
Yes.
happens that in almost every alternate universe, you or your that version of you ends up
Beat the
beating up
crap
Tails.
out of Tails!
Poor Tails.
Is it personal or? I mean, the movie like it didn't seem
He's
personal. And
punchable.
Didn't
I don't know what you
personally.
guys
Wait.
want me to say.
oh my
I think you want
gosh,
to take over.
Tails.
Actually, answer that. Actually,
They did.
it's just as
Oh,
long as
yeah.
he gets in the way.
yeah, he's at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Valid.
Yeah, indeed.
Which, by the way, I had nothing against the yellow fox when I saw him. But the red echidna did attack first, so it was
He
a
did.
valid
That's fair.
defense.
That's
But
Knuckles
you,
for you.
Blue
Punch
Hedgehog,
first,
you're
ask
just
questions
punchable.
later.
And the more you talk, the harder I just want to hit your face in.
Oh dear.
Hi. Which reminds me, I haven't did this yet, but
Shut up.
Uh-oh.
no.
Oh.
What are you gonna do, Sonic?
here we go.
Oh jeez.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Shadow.
Oh,
hey,
goodness.
buddy.
I think every shadow hates that equally. He's seething.
You got him mad, Sonic.
Hello?
What are you trying to do?
You know what? The red echidna was right about one thing.
Oh dear. Where's he going? Where is he?
And he's gone.
I don't know where he went. Where'd he go?
That's the concerning part.
Oh, he's up. Sonic.
Oh.
He's a.
We're talking with our fists.
Oh my gosh. Okay, they're fighting now. Yep. So we've officially proven it's every Sonic and every Shadow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, go ahead. Come on. Come on.
Get back to your chairs. We don't
I
wanna
gotcha,
see you.
right
You do
there.
not go back
What
right
we
now.
rented
I
here.
will
Oh, yeah,
get you
yeah,
in
I'm
the
going
house.
back.
Sit down, both of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You guys call me scary.
Amy can be pretty scary. Behave.
Where did I
Dang it.
drop my rings? Oh, there they are.
Why is this not working?
So, yeah. It leads to everybody getting beat up and Shadow, like, popping on a motorcycle, flips a freaking gun and grabs it. And oh my gosh, that was so freaking cool.
On Twitter, in all caps, he has a gun.
Yeah, yeah.
Because everyone was tweeting it. We're all like, he has a gun.
Don't follow me. You'll
What, on
only get
Twitter?
hurt.
And
Oh.
like he goes and he
have
rides
this
up on the
Twitter.
motorcycle and like literally Sonic follows him behind. And he's like, oh my gosh, he's like having a hard time, like trying to like hold onto the motorcycle and stuff like that too, which is freaking hilarious. and it leads to. You alright, Ames?
How did you get a motorcycle
Oh
in
my
the
gosh.
stereo?
What?
He did that. You guys remember that?
Right, because of your chaos abilities and whatnot.
Absolutely.
And so pretty much he's literally dodging traffic while trying to like he chaos controls, and it leads up to the building, and I think that was the same building that was in the DLC for Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Correct.
Actually, right? It was the same building. Okay.
Yeah.
And pretty much it leads to like the clash between them two, where Sonic gets knocked out pretty much and wakes up, and he's like handcuffed. He was like, he makes a reference to Back to the Future, and I freaking love that because Back to the Future is such a good movie.
Yes,
Well, a
I
fun
agree.
little fact, that scene where I turned around and looked at Sonic, or my movie Sonic, with my foot down, that's apparently a reference in anime.
Yeah, that's called the Akira slide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
a
then
really cool
it
reference,
leads
too.
to the Chow Garden, which is another Sonic Adventure 2 reference. Well, technically Sonic
I'm not
Adventure
going
1
to
I know,
and
I was
2.
so happy.
I wish they would make that an actual cafe.
That's what they should have did to promote
Yeah,
the
I would
movie,
go.
is like make a bunch of Chow Gardens like everywhere.
The little buns.
Oh, you know what
my
they
god, the
could have
buns
done?
were so cute.
You know
they
how
look
the
so
Sonic
yummy.
Speed Cafe is a thing and it goes around places?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have just done that for the movie.
That would be cool. Yo, can we talk about Stone's entrance? I know I kind of like skipped ahead a little
Oh
bit.
my gosh! His entrance is
He
so
had the
goated!
sickest entrance ever.
I have
was
a major
so
respect
cool.
for the Agent Stone. But also,
Yeah,
I
me
want to
too.
quickly point out Knuckles' reference. He did look like a Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
Pika,
yeah,
Pika.
yeah. Let's go back.
That is the
Also-
only time you're ever gonna see me do that.
Do we get confirmation that the general guy for GU1 is dead? Or it like is he dead? Is he
No. I'm sure he's gone.
Oh, so he is dead.
I mean, that explosion? I'm surprised that I'd be surprised if he wasn't.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
But yeah, I freaking love
It's kind of weird
Stone's
that
entrance.
it wasn't like Abe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah,
I
going on,
think
so
what
I'll
I
give
think
some
might
respect to it.
happen is maybe in the future movies and stuff, they'll probably bring Abe in, honestly, and make him like
Like
the
Abe
new like
replaces him.
yeah.
Yeah, I could see
Who?
that.
He's pretty much in our universe. He was a friend of Maria's, but
Yeah.
also he was an acquaintance with our Shadow, pretty much.
Yeah, he hung out at the
I don't
Ark with
recall anyone
you and
named-
Maria.
I don't recall anyone named Abraham.
Yeah, he wasn't in your universe. Well, so far, at least. At least I don't think so.
After hearing about how the general played in the incident, I feel sorry for his death.
Yeah.
And so pretty much
But I
it
think-
leads
I think I'm
to
getting ahead of that.
it leads to
The big
him giving
reveal.
them a key to the Ark, honestly. Which you can already tell clearly that it was the key to the Ark, honestly, because it's
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
what
just by the way
other
it looked.
huge top secret thing are they gonna have, like
What is
weapon wise?
what is the Ark?
The Eclipse Cannon.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's called the
I guess
Eclipse
it's just
Cannon.
the
Why
ca-
are
the
you calling
cannon.
it an Ark?
Because
It's not
literally,
made of
okay,
wood.
so to explain it, Shadow, in our universe, it is called the Space Colony Ark because it's where a bunch of
Mhm.
scientists were inventing stuff out in space. Pretty much, they were trying to find a cure for Jared was looking for a cure for not NARDs. Oh, I don't know what it's called or whatever. Space AIDS.
NIDS. It was
NIDS.
Yeah.
Space
Mhm.
AIDS.
Basically, yeah.
So
It was way bigger
that's
too. It was a
yeah.
lot bigger than the cannon.
Yeah, and it was pretty much they went out to space with it because that's where Maria was more stabilized, pretty much. Like compared to your Maria,
Mhm.
our Maria actually
Maria was
was
sick?
sick. Yeah, she was sick
way
and
more.
she was
Yeah,
dying.
she was sick. Yeah.
She was like very
Mhm.
fragile.
Yeah. So
So,
it helped like slow down her like worsening of her illness.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And we were, and not we were, my bad. And they were trying to find a cure for it, pretty much. So they started trying to make the ultimate weapon. Oh, not the ultimate weapon, the ultimate life form, pretty much. So they started off with the bio
Yeah.
lizard, pretty much. But the bio lizard proved to be more aggressive and stuff like that, and it
Mm-hmm.
had a lot of
And
issues, pretty much.
unstable.
Yeah, it was very unstable and stuff
Yeah.
like that too. So later on, they came across an alien species known as the Black Arms, and pretty much Gerald
Black
and the leader of the Black
Arms.
Arms, known as Black Doom, who's the leader of the alien species or whatever, gave Gerald his DNA to create Shadow, or our version of Shadow.
Yeah.
So, I'm an alien.
Well, I mean, you came from space in your
I mean, I
universe.
guess either way.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
So pretty much the arc
You're just a
was
different type of alien.
pretty much
Maybe.
where all those scientists lived at, trying to do, and all that out in space. And Gerald made the Eclipse cannon to pretty much, because he knew Black Doom was going to try to come back and invade Earth. So he made the Eclipse cannon so they can fire at the pretty much the comet to blow up the species, pretty much to stop the invasion from happening.
Yeah, they made a
So is that
deal
why my
because Gerald
professor
really
created
wanted.
the Eclipse cannon?
No.
because he made a deal with Black Doom.
Well,
Well, no, I guess that's
in the
not yours.
movie,
That's not
in the
yours, yeah.
in the movie universe, he created the cannon to destroy the planet, pretty much. So you guys can
Yeah.
take revenge on the planet for Maria. But the reason why it was created for ours was so it can be used on the comet, pretty much. But later on,
Yeah.
I'm getting too far ahead of the story, but pretty much later on, it was found out by the military that about the deal between the aliens and Gerald, and so they sent GUN to come and invade the Ark, and pretty much that's what they did, and they started pretty much killing everybody on board, and
Well,
pretty much
yeah.
Gerald
It was
told
pretty
Maria and
brutal.
Shadow to go, and so they were running, and if I recall, I think Maria got shot in the process of them trying to escape, and she released the space
Yeah.
pod that released our Shadow back to Earth, pretty much. And that's how Maria
Yeah,
I
died
no
on.
longer wish
survive.
to hold a gun now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty sad.
Mhm.
Pretty messed up too.
Yeah. And so later on, somebody, I'm not saying any names, decided to try to use the Ark for mispurposes on evil deeds.
You say that as
explain.
he's right next to a shadow, Sonic.
Not to mention, it was technically,
probably gonna be good.
I also would like to mention and point this out, that our Shadow actually was the one to convince Eggman to use the cannon, because Gerald went crazy after the death of Maria and reprogrammed Shadow's memories, pretty much, to make Shadow believe that the promise that he made to Maria was to destroy the Earth with the
It was
Eclipse
like
cannon.
vengeance.
Was vengeance.
Yeah.
So
What a fool he is.
that's why our Shadow was working with Eggman to get all 7 Chaos Emeralds to blow up the planet, and they used an example by blowing up the moon.
You're an idiot. I hope you know that. You're an
Oh
idiot.
dear.
IQ of
It was
300
stating
might
as an
clearly
example
fail.
to humanity what I'm about to do.
Doctor,
my
do you not
goodness.
realize what global catastrophes you may have caused by taking off half the moon?
Like the ocean currents and like, a lot.
And
You
you
are
look
man
at
of-
it today, it's still fine.
There are ways
So,
for that.
anyways,
Maybe one day we'll get to tell those
It's-
stories.
Exactly. But anyways, literally we had to go stop Professor Doofus over there and Mr. McEdgelord, hot topic or whatever, the hedgehog, and pretty much
Shut up.
convinced him. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about our shadow. But pretty much we had to go and stop the arc and all that. And once you were convinced, like once you got your memories back, because of Amy over here, pretty much you ended up
Mhm.
helping the good guys. Because while the arc, I was able to slam dunk the fake Chaos Emerald into the arc to destroy it from blowing up. The Bio Lizard came and hooked itself up to the arc and was going to ram into Earth. So pretty much
Yep.
you and me had to go super and pretty much beat up the Bio Lizard and Chaos Control it
Oh, it was
back
really cool.
to,
It was
yeah.
super cool.
But then you kind of ended up dying,
Mm-hmm.
kind of.
Don't mind me fangirling over
I
here.
died.
What?
I wouldn't
Not-
say you
we thought
We haven't
died,
got-
but you fell from the atmosphere, and yeah. Kind of how you came in that comment, that's
Oh.
how our shadow came down with no comment, pretty much. He deformed out of his
So
super form.
how did I survive?
Yeah, that guy over there found you.
You saved my life.
And then he made a bunch of clones of you. Bunch of androids.
He also did do that.
And then try to convince you that you were an
I mean,
android
to
too.
Be fair,
He did that. Oh, wait, repeat
he
that.
made
He did
robots
what?
like your likeness.
Huh?
He made android versions of you, like a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say earlier that I have to go, but I should have stayed here.
Amy locked the door.
Sit.
Uh-oh.
Okay, all right. I'll sit down.
I'm liking this. Amy locked the door so you can't escape.
And the door's locked.
I'm sorry.
Franz, how could you?
I'm sorry. You brought me to your laboratory. Brought me back to health. Just so you
You better make sure you
can
clean up the
make
mess afterwards.
clones of me.
I should have bought popcorn.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm getting at, Doctor?
You have to help me here.
No, no, no.
you
Please
did it.
continue. I'm actually.
Now.
No.
You.
He'll be fine.
I just hope you know we've gone also again off track from the movie.
Listen here.
Yeah, I know, but it's
was
important
not
for
to
movie
you.
shadow to
It
know
was
the
only
history.
to your counterpart. I would.
The history of the best game ever. Sorry.
I would not do
Allergic
anything
games.
to.
But
to
technically,
yourself.
this wouldn't be his history though, since
No,
he isn't.
But it's
game
best if he
shadow.
knew the difference, though. Anyways, back to the movie.
Here.
Now sit
Where
down
we
and
left
take a
off at
good.
is we leave off to where Agent Stone showed up and then like rides off and they chase after him on the
So
motorcycle.
cool.
Sorry, no one gave you a choice to stay.
Yeah. I
You'll
knew it was
stay
him
whether you
immediately.
like it or
Yeah,
not.
Like, as soon as
same,
I saw the
honestly.
egg, I'm like, that's not Robotnik. I'm like, that's not Robotnik, so it has to be him because he's using the like Eggman bot.
I'm not gonna
Look at all
lie,
those Eggman's
Agent
robots.
Stone was MVP of that movie. Out of all the human characters, Agent Stone was the best one. That man was the show. I'm not gonna lie. Like everybody else could say Jim Carrey
Shadow,
was
do you
the
agree?
man of the show, but like straight up, Agent Stone was the man of the story for me.
You guys hung out together.
You guys made guac together.
Agent. Yes.
Yeah, you guys did.
Revenge guac.
Guac.
Exactly.
It's the best type of guac.
And so pretty
Agent
much,
Stone was a nice guy to hang around with, though.
and then we go to Eggman inside of a giant crab, eating a burrito with whatever that stuff was. Watching novellas, which is like one of Amy's favorite things.
She should have killed them both.
Amy loves novellas, though.
Watching the show, actually.
Yeah, you can't blame me. They're so cheesy.
Maybe I'll bring Agent
It's
Stone and we'll
comical.
have a movie
I
night.
mean, soap operas are hilarious, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what is
Did you
it?
say
General Hospital or whatever
They
was one of
are.
them.
They're so
Oh my goodness.
dramatic
They're
for no
addicting to
reason.
watch.
There was like what? There was General Hospital. There was I'm trying to think.
All My Children.
All My Children. Yep, that was another one.
I forgot the other one. There was another one that was on. I don't remember.
There's Days of Our Lives. That's another one. It's an old one.
Yeah.
I used to like the camera angles for those shows. Used to get on my nerves, though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You don't like the dramatic camera angles?
No, because the camera angles were just like when you're young
You know what?
and you're trying to watch it, you're like, why is the camera like that compared to like the other shows? Why is it so different? Why
You
is
know
this not a
what bothers
cartoon?
Me the camera focus. The camera focus like changing so much used to always drive me crazy when people were talking.
Yeah. Literally,
Also,
that's
why
what
was
we
the
were.
doctor
That's what we
using
should
his
do for
stomach
like
as
a videos. We should make like a soap opera Sonic, like a video,
Oh my god.
just doing a parody of that.
Extremely dramatic Sonic.
I guess to his liking. I don't even know. That's my counterpart. That actual me.
You don't use your belly as a drum sometimes, Shadow?
No,
I don't even have a big belly. It's just like, you know.
but I am
No?
hungry.
Okay.
Maybe I'll go for instant noodles later.
Yeah. You have
Or
a very
pizza.
rubbable belly.
I'm gonna put a ring on it.
What?
Huh?
I don't know. I just thought you were so adorable through the whole movie. I just wanted to give you a big hug.
Yeah,
What
from
if
what I
someone keeps
heard from
saying
the
I'm
movie
fluffy?
was everybody wanted to give Shadow a hug.
Cute! Look at you. All right, I'm giving you a
I want to give Shadow a hug.
Why don't you give him a hug right now?
You're so
What?
fluffy and cute.
Because he doesn't want hugs.
It's okay.
I
It's okay. Every
respect
Shadow I've
his
met lets me give
boundary
them a
if he
hug.
doesn't want a hug.
So, anyways,
Why is
I don't
everyone
know if
back to
saying
the
I'm
movie.
so huggable?
We
I don't
left
get it.
with pretty much like Eggman turning around and then telling like Eggman like, "Yo, somebody stole your tech. Nobody could steal my. Somebody actually stole my tech." All right.
Friends of that, by the way. How dare they?
And so, like, Eggman literally goes, finds out the location and all that, and was like, all right, I need to get a suit. I need to get some stuff together. And so he's getting ready to change and everything. And then he was like, I need more material. And Stone was like, well, we don't have much material. Fine, I found some. Here you go.
So in the theater when that happened, I yelled, "Yay, Yowie moment!" I ship them so hard. All right, all right.
Did I just?
What do you think, Eggman?
Yeah, you just laughed.
Watch
Shadow.
is
That's called
place
amusement.
doing to me?
And so,
Oh, dear.
You laughed a lot.
so we then
Shadow
after that
doesn't
we
make
go
me
from
laugh.
that to like them going to like the base or whatever, and like Shadow being there and having like the memories, like his memories about Maria and how they met and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, I literally
I'm not going.
I prefer like movie Maria over like the Maria we have in the games. No offense, like voice wise, because like the voice wise, it was.
It
And
sounded
somebody
more
brought up.
natural. I feel like Maria always sounds very like, I don't know how to explain it.
It
Not
sounds
as but
like
she just sounded like a little kid,
six,
just like having a good
5,
time.
6, or whatever, like 5 or 6 years old. But like the Maria in the movie actually sounded like her actual age. So
like a 12-year-old, yeah.
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 You want to know what song was going through my head whenever I know this is kind of jumping as well again, but you know what song was going through my head whenever they got to the incident?
What?
The song Without You from my game counterparts video game.
Yeah.
Yes, with Casey Lee. That yeah. Oh my gosh. That song is so good. My heart.
So sad though. I cried.
Yeah, I did
allowed
cry
to
during
cry.
that part.
You guys can't tell me I can't cry.
He's allowed to cry, guys, so don't judge him.
Oh,
He has a gun, so you shouldn't probably.
Go ahead, doctor.
Yes, as I was saying, I actually do have to get going now, as I mentioned previously. I have to take care of something highly important.
All right.
Okay. It's always good
Bye,
seeing you.
Eggman.
Are we discussing the movie, or are we just talking about like the full movie in general? Like, I don't know at this point.
We've just, I don't know. We've just been like kind of like going with
discussing
the
the
flow.
full movie, talking about the movie.
True. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you all do your thing, but if you're all curious on like what I thought about the movie, soon check out my the Egg TV channel. I will post a review on it soon, with all thoughts, non-spoiler
Yay.
and spoiler.
Can't wait to see that, Doctor.
Have a good evening,
Yes.
doctor.
Yes,
Get
and to
some
you
rest.
all as well, and whatever. All right, I'm out of here.
Bye, mustache.
Ronnie's got a
Bye.
sword.
Oh my gosh. That was wholesome for a minute. Oh man.
Oh no.
Chop his toe.
The gremlin noises.
Like I said, bye,
Oh my
bye,
gosh.
mustache monkey.
Anyways,
Yeah.
you know, I think one of my favorite parts is when Maria had this amazing wisdom dialogue
The stars?
in the
Yeah.
movie. Yes, the stars.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Did you see even like Casey Lee said that moment was like kind of emotional because like it kind of like shared the feeling of like when she was writing Without You.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang. I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, I did like that they went into more detail and like showed them like hanging out and like it was so
Exactly.
cute and,
We
like,
never really
he
got
had-
that.
or she had skates on and like he was like pulling her with the rope.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was so cute.
she did teach me how to use my air shoes.
True.
She was.
And we
very
also learned that
talented with
Shadow was being hooked up and experimented on and stuff like that, too.
Yeah.
The other scientists there at the facility looked at me as an object.
Oh.
And
But
so,
Maria, she treated me like someone.
and then we
She taught
found
me to
out
dance.
that Shadow pretty much, Ji-Wen wanted to take Shadow away, pretty much. And I guess seal him away or
Mhm.
something like that. And then Gerald came in and was like, yo, we gotta go like right now. Like they're trying to take Shadow away from us. And they're running
I was
and
not a threat. They
I mean-
only saw me as a threat from my power.
And then it,
Take everything from me.
and then we led to pretty much Commander. What was his name? It wasn't I'm trying to.
Winston, I think.
Was it Winston? Well, the guy,
It
the
started
old
with a
guy,
W.
the old guy, pretty much the general guy that was in like the every movie so far, that was in charge of GUN. It was him when he was younger, and he tried to stop them from firing at you guys, and well, misfire.
Which he did.
Clicked. He didn't fire. The dude clicked the fire thing, and he accidentally
No,
shot
I'm
it.
saying he tried to stop the gunshot.
Yeah, he tried to stop the
Yeah.
gunshot, and well, Commander Walters, that was his name. Commander Walters pretty much was trying to stop it, and it ended up firing and hit one of the canisters that had like Shadow's like energy inside of it, which caused a giant explosion that he took. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was actually a sad moment. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
That was so sad. Like Shadow like getting out of the
Yeah.
rubble and like finding her. That was so sad. That made me cry. I'm sorry, Shadow.
Yeah.
To see the pain in the professor's eyes, if only affirmed me that she was long gone.
yeah.
I was too late to save her. And then
And-
afterwards, they put cuffs on the professor, locked me in a cage, and sent me to my icy prison.
And then
Yeah.
pretty much we go back to present time where Gerald is there and he talks to Shadow and was like, yo, we're gonna get our revenge. You know, I got an idea. We're gonna have our revenge. And next you know, that's when, you know, Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Agent Stone and Eggman show up, and well, yeah. Shadow starts taking them one. I'm not gonna lie, my favorite part
I
in that
just
scene
love those moments.
was when freaking Knuckles was terrified of Casper. He was like, there's no such thing as a friendly ghost.
Yeah.
And so like they
Oh
go
my gosh.
and they like separate from each other. And Knuckles is just like, you hear that, ghost? I am not afraid of you.
Boo! Boo!
Ah!
Yeah, I did
The
like
red
that moment
Echidna
where
is
he
a
found them like
coward.
one by one,
Yeah.
like each group.
Like a horror movie.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and then it leads to like Tails and Stone talking to each other, and like he was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not gonna lie, like I'll admit you're pretty adorable." And he was like, "So, like, how does it feel being like Sonic's assistant or whatever?" It's like, "I'm not an assistant, like, no, he's like my best friend." Like, and Stone was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
and you just see Stone's like he looked at Soap like, "Oh yeah, me and the Doctor are like good friends. We're like totally good friends." Like, dang, I felt so bad.
I know. He went through so much in that movie, man.
Yeah. And
Stone
then
deserved better
I
than
think
what he
we
got
can
in that
all
movie.
agree. I think we can all agree. Agent Stone went through the most character development that whole movie.
yeah.
He did
He really did.
so much.
Yeah.
And
You know what's
then-
funny? People say if he was to turn good, he'd get Tails.
Oh,
And then it led to pretty much Shadow just straight up coming down with his hover shoes. It's just like they started screaming. Like,
Staring at. Oh my gosh.
you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of when Surge was like, have you seen the concept art? Because the concept art reminded me of when Surge was like in like she was like somewhere on like the pipes or whatever like that, looking at Eggman pretty much. That was what it reminded me of.
oh my
She's
goodness.
like straight up spying.
I just imagine that grin on her face.
And then you go to like Sonic and like Eggman talking, and Eggman starts like trauma dumping on him. Hedgehog,
Oh my
I'm not done
goodness.
yet. Come back here. I wasn't done trauma dumping on you.
I mean, to be fair, The doctor doesn't really talk much about his trauma, does he?
No, he doesn't. And then it leads to like,
Yeah.
and then it leads to Sonic like literally walking away and exploring where Shadow was kept at, and he was like, "Yo, I can kind of understand where Shadow's coming from. Like, I kind of feel bad for this dude." Shadow comes out of nowhere, pins him to the glass. I told you not to follow me.
I did warn him.
True.
And so, and then
Don't
that
people
led
know
to
it's
the
rude
whole.
to follow someone.
And then it led to the conversation between like Gerald and Eggman, and like he starts giving him a bunch of questions to prove like he's his actually like granddad and stuff like that. Which is like, I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's one thing that was like, I was hoping for a more serious Gerald, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was kind of weird seeing like a really like jokey, silly. I guess
Yeah.
it was kind of like
He had his
he's
serious moments, but
lost
like
his
I
mind,
was,
obviously.
I wanted to see more of like,
but yeah.
yeah, it's in the like we don't get to see really like Gerald in the games go cuckoo really pretty
Yeah,
much
and
like
think of that moment. Think of that moment in the last story when Gerald like told his plan, and it was just like so like dark and like
yeah,
I don't know. It was like I was just hoping for like that feeling. 'cause
death
it was
by
like you knew he was
firing
like
squad.
yeah. But you know he was like crazy, you know, obviously after what he went through.
Yeah,
And he was angry, but like I feel like I don't know, we didn't really get that. Like it would be nice to kind of like see like the darkness of like what happened from him losing Maria. 'Cause
yeah,
he changed so much, and like they showed that really well in the games. And we got less of him in the game, so that's kind of crazy.
yeah. And
Yeah, much
then
less of him.
like it leads to like them teaming up and then a black hole and them having to escape whatever, and the mountain just like disappears, like evaporates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
someone
never
better call
existed.
Google Maps to change that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that joke was pretty lame.
I wasn't even saying it as a joke, honestly.
That joke was so lame, it reminded me of my 2010s.
Oh my god.
We don't talk about 2010s anyways.
Anyways,
Yeah, we just forget
yeah,
this.
then it leads to them, you know, talking and stuff like that. Eggman spending time with Gerald, which is, you know, it was cool and all, but like it really didn't have to be in the movie. I wanted more scenes with Shadow, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It felt like
I think
we
the one
didn't
scene
get
with
enough
Eggman
scenes
and
of Shadow.
Gerald- No, I agree. Like him like by himself. But like
Yeah.
I think my favorite scene with Gerald and in Robotnik were like the one with the lasers. That was my favorite scene.
Oh my
But, like,
gosh,
the
I
other
love
ones,
that
I'm like, we
scene.
didn't really need the montage.
Yeah, we didn't need the montage, honestly.
So
We
good.
really didn't. But like,
Yeah.
The only
There's,
re-
like,
the
that
only
would've
reason
sufficed.
they
VR and all that.
had that like bonding montage was to make Agent Stone feel less wanted.
yeah.
Oh yeah, because he was kind of in the background until he just left. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, poor Stone.
And
That was
then
so
pretty
sad. That
much
made
it
me
leads
sad.
to like Lim going to Tom and Maddie, who has like all this like crazy stuff going around the house, like a bunch of baked bread or whatever. Tom has a freaking puppet and he's putting together the Taj Mahal or whatever it's called. And it's like, what the frick is going on? Like,
But can we talk
Their
about his
outfits,
sweater
good
though?
lord.
I loved his sweater. That sweater he knitted was amazing.
Oh my
I want
goodness.
Donut
want
Lord
donuts
sweater.
now.
Yeah.
can somebody
I do
like
when they got
can
there. That
somebody
scene was
donate like
funny.
$20 so we can get donuts in here?
20 rings, we'll get donuts.
Yeah, 20 rings. Movie Shadow will get donuts with me.
We'll get
Oh,
on the
dear.
motorcycle and we'll go get donuts.
Yo, we should make that a video though. Like the hunt for the donuts.
That would be amazing.
I mean, yeah.
And so
then like when they get there, it's like they're in a massive rush to get in. And Tom and Maddie, they look at each other and they're like,
Yeah, let's
This
go.
is boring anyway.
Yeah, let's go. Like, yeah, I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna lie.
They're like, it's been a while
Puppet
since
Tom.
we had some peace and quiet, and then immediately they're like, no, we're bored. Let's get outta
Puppet
here."
Tom. Puppet Tom.
Oh my goodness.
No, he was a savage.
I told you to get rid of
Say
that.
that.
Well, I told him to get rid of you.
Yeah.
That's the way to get your. That's the way to get your butt on the couch.
Yep.
And what was it? What was it that he
Oh,
said at
man.
the end? We're gonna go undercover or something like that. He said like that was his last lines on screen. And then we go to like them talking about like the plan, and then Sonic keeps getting like electrified or whatever. It evaporates.
Yeah, and all it's leaving is his
Oh
shoes.
yeah.
Yep. I like the
Which
fact
I
like
gotta say,
no, go ahead.
your shoes are indestructible. Apparently,
yeah.
they can survive a disintegration shield, lasers that can chop you up to 1,000,000 pieces. What are your shoes made out of?
Seriously.
I don't know.
You never check. You never stop to think.
Nah, they were a gift.
You never ask the important questions. Anyways,
I just know shoes don't evaporate when I go fast.
can't say the same about
That's
you
fair.
though.
And so we lead to Knuckles talking about, hey, yo, I want to break glass. Yes, break the glass.
Which I'm gonna be honest. You know what I wish they would have done for the force field scene?
What?
What?
Made a reference to Sonic Underground, because literally in the first episode of that series, Robotnik puts up a force field around his fortress, and Sonic goes so fast that he destroys the fortress.
Yeah. True.
Just saying.
That would have been cool.
Would have been a peak scene.
And so it leads to like what? Like it leads to like Tom and Maddie going undercover as Rachel and I'm trying to remember his name. What was it? It was it started with an R.
Her husband.
Was it? Yeah, Randall. Yes, Randall. So I'm not gonna lie, I freaking
Oh
love
my
Randall in Sonic
gosh.
2. Like the dude's so freaking hilarious though. Like,
Yeah.
and it's
gotta-
like
Yeah,
it sucks
Randall
that we
was-
didn't get to actually see their characters in it, but we did get to see them in it. Kind of. I did like that, especially the way like Maddie was portraying Rachel and stuff like that when she was
Why?
threatening
Oh my
the
God,
dude
that
to
was
get
I
him
gotta
fired.
wonder,
I
though.
love being her.
I gotta wonder though.
And then
I
what
gotta
gun
wonder,
actually
why
stood
was
for.
She so
Yeah.
accurate to her sister? What type of
She
anger was
was.
she building up?
What was it? To get it ultra nasty or something like that?
Yeah.
Get ultra nasty.
You want to get ultra
better get that
nasty?
tippity type.
And then they just like
that was,
let
yeah, that
and
was
then-
that was good.
and then they just like let them in. They're like, no, you know what? I can't. No, I'm good. Like I don't want to piss off the black lady.
Yeah,
No,
you get
I'm
paid for
good.
this.
One thing, listen, that is one thing you do not ever mess with the fury of Rachel. Which, by the way, I gotta say, that has given us more info about them, though. What it means after they got married, Rachel became a GUN soldier.
I don't think that.
Okay.
I don't think so. Honestly, I think Randall is still a GUN soldier, but I don't think she would. Because he did say that he was
True.
just there having lunch with his wife. So
Oh, true. Yeah.
I
That
don't know,
was
I
really
just feel
cool
like
though, that they
it was.
included
I
them.
feel like it's subtle foreshadowing.
we all thought
do
that like
imagine.
literally like they were going to like be like in the movie though, like the way that they were portraying it, like they were
Yeah,
gonna be in it.
they had a poster for them. Remember
Yeah.
when they were showing like the posters of like yeah. So
I'm not
everyone was
gonna
like,
lie
"What?"
though, I'm kind of glad that they did it the way they did, because I heard everyone was complaining like, "Oh, they're showing too much of the movie." Yeah, that may be, but it's not what you think it was.
But I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Like literally Sonic 2, everybody complained about the wedding scene, but like the wedding scene was like freaking hilarious to me, honestly.
Hilarious.
Especially the part where she was like
she's on the rampage.
driving. And then she was Randall! And then you hear freaking
Oh,
Barracuda
Randall,
playing and stuff like that
wifey's
too.
home.
Yeah.
And then like she was like she had like one of Tails' gadgets or whatever, like the little like gun thingy or whatever. And she she was like, I don't know what it does, but we better find out.
Oh my goodness.
And then she goes and she fires it on accident and blows up the cake. He just drops his weapon and blows like, yo, I give up already. Like, no, I'm good. Like,
Oh my goodness.
Leave it to Rachel for being some absolute comedic relief.
somebody says, looks like it worked, huh?
Oh my goodness.
That's
My
funny.
gosh. So like they go in there and like I did like that little feature that they had with the disguises and stuff like that. You know, they could have made so many references with that disguise button thing that they had, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
oh
you know
my
what's interesting?
gosh.
Whenever Tom's like flipping out, trying to turn it, that first picture is funny enough. Like how they were tracking, like, you know, the voice actors' faces for the characters.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But you know, it would have been nice though if they did actually reference, like, I want to say like Sally, for example. Imagine they're just like
Oh, that
glitching
would've been
through it.
cool.
Sally.
That would have been like a
Really?
cool little reference, honestly. Just saying, it would have been.
Yeah.
Which I have a topic I want to talk about for one of the post-credit scenes, but when we get there.
Alright. All right. So pretty much they go and they like get into the thing or whatever and they hook up the drive, but the drive isn't working. So what do you have to do? If you had a Sega Genesis or a Nintendo 64, you know you had to blow into those
Oh my
old cartridges. And Knuckles
Yeah.
was like, punch
Hey.
it, punch it.
Hey, listen,
Of
listen.
course.
Only people from the 90s to the early 2000s understand what that means.
It works. It
Oh,
worked
yeah.
every time.
It works,
It always
ladies and
works.
gentlemen. If your USB is not working, just quickly give it a put it in. Easy.
Exactly. And then that leads to like them seeing the Eggmans inside of the thing or whatever. And like straight up. Oh yeah, that reminds me. We had that scene where Eggman just rises up, right? We skipped that part where Eggman just rises up and like they were talking about the plan and everything that they were planning on doing and they got those suits.
That's how I'm pulling up to
Mhm.
London next time.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, no, listen. Imagine this: me on my motorcycle, glasses on, blasting London town.
Okay. Okay, I see it. I see the vision.
And so it
Pulling
leads
up
to
with the
like
homies.
literally Agent Stonewall's like, yo, come on, Shadow, we'll make guac. Revenge guac.
guac.
Well, I need to zoom in on you when you say it. Go ahead, say it.
Revenge guac.
The best kind of guac.
Even
was
Shadow
cute
couldn't
that they
take
hung out
himself
together.
seriously though. He's laughing at that one. And then like, you know, then we see like the two Eggmans or whatever like disguised inside the paintings. I thought that was pretty funny though. And he was like, I could have taken you out so
Yeah,
easily.
that was funny.
If you weren't family, I would have taken you out easily.
Yeah. And then he was like, no, I meant like ketchup. Like what? And then they go into the laser room or whatever, and they're like, "Oh yeah, these lasers will
Oh
like
my gosh.
disintegrate if they touch us or whatever." So he goes and he puts his Gerald into the laser. Gerald, oh, And then he was like,
love that scene.
I haven't tested the suits out, so I figured I'll use you as the test dummy. You are so cruel,
Oh my gosh.
grandson.
They are so like-minded.
Yeah. And then like the whole
I
dance
love that
scene or
scene so
whatever.
much.
Oh
The
my
dance scene
gosh,
was
the dance
great.
scene.
I love that scene
Oh,
so
that was
much.
freaking hilarious. My
I've been
favorite part of the
obsessively
dance
watching
scene.
people like put other music behind it.
My favorite part of that dance scene was the one where he's like laying on his back and he's like, push the button.
Listen, if you
Oh
put
my
two
goodness.
Robotniks in a room and put them in a laser room, they are dancing the day away.
Yeah,
Revenge
this
guac.
is true.
Which honestly, I'm not going to lie, hanging out with Stone wasn't a bad experience. He turned on some novellas, but I gotta say, the woman should have killed the two guys. She's too perfect for him.
Why do I feel like that was a reference to like the whole entire like I just love Latina Sonic?
Why do you
They
think
have
it
not
was a
hesitated to
novella?
reference
Why
that.
did Blue Hedgehog? I want you to look at me in the eyes. Why do you think they had a novella in the first place?
Good point.
So I could watch Latinas. Which, by the way, bring that camera close here. I'm just gonna say it just for everyone on the chat, just to appease
Yay!
the fans, because I know all.
You
the
might
other
want to
shadows
like
said
go
it, but-
forward because like your quills are in the chair. It just looks so
Wait.
freaking hilarious.
No, hang on. No, bring it back down to the chair. Bring it back down to the chair. Yeah, I'm gonna do it right. I love Latinas.
Oh, dear. Someone clip that, please.
Please. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Legendary.
And so it then
You know?
well, then what? I'm trying to remember. Like they were dancing, and then like what? Then it goes to them on the ship or whatever, right?
They find the key, but then they get stopped by Sonic, and then Sonic and
well,
the robotics get stopped by
Sonic.
GUN.
No. We need to talk about the
Oh,
reference that was
I totally
made
forgot about
when
that
he was
scene.
running into the force field when it was closing, and he's running, and he was like, "Is this the way to Hogwarts?"
Oh my gosh.
I felt like Amy here loved that reference. Honestly,
I did.
Yeah.
I totally did.
That's so funny.
and then like Tails had to help him get into the force field because he wasn't gonna make it in time.
Yeah, that was cool to see Tails do that.
Yeah, and then like
Came in full partner mode.
like we didn't get like a full on like slow frame, like a slow motion thing or whatever. The closest thing we got to that was him running through the GUN base, getting in there, catching the thing, and then like being up in the air, and the two Eggmans caught.
Yeah.
And then that leads to like them all being trapped and stuff like that. Yeah. And Knuckles comes in, breaks the thing or whatever. And that was freaking hilarious where Knuckles just like jumps in, he catches the remote, and he just like he crushes it or something.
Breaks it.
And
Oh
yeah,
my
he just breaks it, and like
gosh.
he's in the air, but like when he's in the air, like a GUN agent was like nearby him. So what is he doing? He goes, "Ah!"
That was the most Knuckles thing ever. I'm like, that is how he handles absolutely everything.
Real quick, I want to clarify something real quick. Whenever all the stuff is falling down and about to crush all of them, I want to from the first movie, I want to clarify that was not the spin dash. That was the drop dash.
Oh, okay.
So
I
the
gotta
reason
rewatch
why
it.
was such a build-up moment in the gravity room where Tom's yelling Sonic's name. That is the first time ever movie Sonic has canonically spin dashed.
Wait, really? He hasn't at
Yes.
all.
He's never spin dashed like that. He's
Yeah, he
only
curled up
attacked,
into
but
a
he's never
ball
spin-dashed.
in like the first movie. The second movie, I don't think he really.
Yeah,
That's a
he's
drop
used to
dash.
Well, wait. What about in the second movie? Technically, that was a spin dash with Knuckles.
I'm trying to remember which scene
When
that
Knuckles,
was.
that's when Knuckles caught him in his spin dash or whatever.
Yeah, when they first meet, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a spin dash.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Where he's like, do I look
'Cause
like
he just,
I
like,
need your
stopped
power?
it.
Yeah,
No, but you
and
need
then-
mine to even fight me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a spin dash.
I thought for some reason it was
Yeah,
the
I
homing
remember
attack.
that scene.
Wait, were they?
Spindash.
Were they trying to reference the light speed dash?
They also said the gravity
Wait.
room is also apparently a reference to the gravity areas in SA2. Yeah, they also said he spin dashed in the
that
temple
makes
fight
sense.
They're
too.
right.
Did he?
Yeah. Like the one, hold on, like the gravity areas in like Crazy Gadget, or like, I guess that would be.
Yeah, they were saying like he spin dashed in the
Yeah.
maze traps, like where the traps were in the maze or whatever in Sonic 2, that he also spin dashed there.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Well,
and then Tails, and this is where I have a like, this is where I didn't understand part of the movie. Was right here, right? Was like Squid, NG Sonic back, please. Bring Sonic back, please. Wait, what?
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 I don't know. I'm reading the chat
Sonic
right now.
isn't
What are
here.
you on about?
I'm reading the
What do
chat
you
right
mean
now.
about bring
Where's
Sonic back?
Like, I'm right here. I don't know what they're talking about.
Are you talking about movie
You see this
Sonic?
blue?
We
You
couldn't
see this?
explain
You
where
see
he
this blue
was.
idiot? You see this blue idiot?
Oh
That's
my
Sonic.
goodness.
So pretty much, I didn't like the zone. Crazy Gadget zones can kiss it.
I hate
It's-
Crazy Gadget.
The
Sorry,
stream
my
ends
cat.
when it ends.
My
Shut up,
cat doesn't like Crazy
Jatawan.
Gadget either.
Like literally this entire time, you have been saying nothing but like stupid stuff. Shut up, Jatawan. Nobody likes you. I'm kidding.
What's going on?
There's this person
I
named
don't know.
Jatawan that's like at every stream, literally does the
I
most
can't see chat.
randomest thing ever. And it's like I don't know. It's just like it's getting frustrating, honestly, at this point. And I'm like, I want to hide him from the channel, but at the same time, I'm like trying to like be patient and be nice.
Yeah.
see.
Oh, you know what? We passed up whenever the scene when Stone's making light conversation with Shadow.
Yeah, that's literally what I was gonna
I'm
bring up
speaking
right
in the third
now.
person
Is
right
like
now. If there's something wrong with me.
like there was like literally where. And then like Tails shows up and interrupts like Shadow's novella or whatever, and he's
When
just
we're
like,
done, there will be nothing left to rule.
"What are you and wait? What do you two have planned?" And next thing you know, Tails shows up and like you can see Shadow like so pissed when he is like Stone gets interrupted. Like,
I'm trying to have a
Yeah,
conversation
he
with
was
Stone.
loving his.
You little yellow.
no, he interrupted your novellas. That's why you were mad. He was interrupting your
Yeah, I was
Latina
mad.
time.
They ruined Latina
dear.
time. They ruined
He
Latina
said
time.
they ruined Latina time.
That's fair.
Where is Silver? Silver's not invited.
Don't
Silver
ever
was here,
interrupt
but he
someone
left.
watching their stories.
Yeah,
Silver had
he
to
was
go
here
back to
earlier. You
his
guys missed
world.
him.
He has to go
Mhm.
take care of the future.
Also, hey
Yeah.
Damien. Also, hey your favorite vampire succubus.
Huh?
I don't know. I think it was a
I'm out.
reference to an off-brand anime.
I'm out.
Well, Shadow left.
Anyways, it that led
I'm stuck
to the tails interrupting and then flushing them out, which I didn't understand because like the crab goes underwater, so I didn't understand how the crab.
Yeah, I was like, why did it just take all the water like that? Like, I was very confused about that scene too.
I don't know, but
I was
it
like,
was stupid.
they had it underwater.
That's why I was
but it
confused about it.
foolish of him to do so because he agitated me and I found my way into that headquarters.
And then
Yeah,
pretty much
that's
like
fair.
literally that's when like Tom like pretended to be like Commander Walters and was like, "Yo, hand over the key."
Oh
Like,
no.
And like
yes.
after that, he gets the key or whatever from the lady. That's the last we ever saw of this lady, by the way. She was like supposed to play like this most important role. Shows up for like 3
Yeah, we
scenes,
thought she
and
was
then is
definitely
like
gonna be in the movie
never
way more.
seen again. I think I liked it better
No,
when
you
like
know
She had
it
what,
very
would
bro?
when she
strong
would have been Rouge.
personality.
You know what? But you know what? We missed a detail.
For real.
She put Team Sonic under a wanted list.
Yeah, she
Oh,
did. She did
yeah.
put them on a wanted list. Yeah.
So they did kind of
Mhm.
do the Sonic Adventure 2 like Sonic needs to go to jail trope.
The criminal arc, as I call that game. Sonic
Yeah.
criminal arc.
Let's be honest, when is Sonic not getting hunted by the government?
That's fair. They are on him quite a lot.
Which I do feel bad that I hit Tom. I do feel
Yeah,
bad.
literally, like as soon as
But
he got it,
He
like
didn't mean
I-
to.
like Shadow just
I was too
like
big.
barges in and then sees him and it was like, Commander Walters,
Commander
I'm
Walters.
kicking your butt at last. Come here. Like your butt is mine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Get over
I'm
here.
surprised I didn't break any ribs. All I did was broken
Yeah.
arm.
I definitely thought you hurt him way more than that.
I thought I killed him.
Yeah, I was worried about that too. Then you were like, what I had to. I said that out loud in the theater, but I was ahead of time. So I was that
had
person.
to.
He's like, what did you do? And I'm just like, what I had to. And Chrono was like, he just turned at me slowly. He was just like, like, I'm sorry. Sorry, fangirl over here.
Like,
Yo,
I
imagine
don't
if they
want
got the
to
dude
hurt an
from
innocent
Taken.
person.
What was his name? Something Liam Nelson or whatever to voice Shadow.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I like that I have Keanu Reeves as my voice actor. Thank you very much.
I will find you.
Yeah, Keanu did
and
a really
I
good
will
job.
hurt you.
I feel like that's
and
like
you will know
that
pain.
voice fits Shadow so much.
And I
about to
did
show
what
you
I
pain.
had to.
Leave
Oh
my
my
voice
gosh.
recording alone. I was mad that day.
And I will make you feel the type of pain I felt when I lost Maria.
This big boy shoe's about to go where the sun don't shine.
Oof,
Oh dear.
that's a pretty big shoe. So, just saying.
It's bigger than the average foot. I don't think that's fit.
And then, like, we led to, like, Sonic
Yeah, your shoe's,
running. Like, as
double
soon
the
as he
size of
punched him,
mine.
he did that Superman punch pretty much. And, like, Sonic comes in and was like, hey, Tom, like, we ready to go. Tom? Tom? And then he, what did you do?
What I had to. Also, I'm
Yo,
having
seeing
Vietnam
Sonic get
flashbacks,
mad
so I gotta
was-
go.
Wait, what?
No,
You said you're
I'm
having
describing what my
flashbacks?
thoughts.
Oh.
I'm describing my reaction there. In the outside, I was saying what I had to, but in the inside, I'm having Vietnam flashbacks, so I'm gonna go.
And then, like, Sonic is just like, bruh, like, Sonic was standing, like, Movie Me was standing on business. Like, he was, nah.
Yeah, seeing him mad was wild, but it was cool to see though.
It was more so, it was like one of those things where, like, Shadow got away or whatever, like, after he said it or whatever. And so, like, Tom is being pulled on the stretcher or whatever. And, like, the way Maddie looks at, like, Sonic and, like, looks
Before
at
they
Team
closed the
Sonic
door.
before they close the door, it just, like, it kind of hurt because it's just like, I don't know what that expression meant. Like, was she, like, blaming them, or like I don't know what that look was. Like it was concerning. Like
I don't think she
Yeah,
was
I think it was just
blaming
shock,
them. I
fear.
think she was like, it was a look of, I don't know if he's gonna be okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like, what did
Which
movie
she
me
always
do?
keeps her cool pretty well.
Movie me was like straight
Goes
up
and
went up
gets
to
the
Knuckles
Master
and
Emerald.
was like, "Yo, Knuckles, you need to tell me where the Master Emerald is right now." And he was like, "Yes, but we have made a vow that we wouldn't use the Master Emerald. Nah, you finna give me the emerald now, or else I'm gonna freaking make you pay." And like he starts getting charged
Yeah.
up, and like Knuckles is getting charged up. Like, bro, I'm ready to throw hands. Like, I don't care. I am ready to throw hands, even though we have made this vow. I'm ready to throw hands with you, even though you'll piss. I was literally, didn't I say
Yeah.
yesterday? They should have had Paka Chimika, whatever his name is,
Yeah.
Pachacamac, in the movie, so he can literally like be one of the
Pac-Man.
people that's trying to like talk to Sonic about like revenge isn't the answer, and that's like how me and my tribe died pretty much. I felt like that would have been like
Yeah.
a good scene right there with him trying to help Sonic out, honestly, with Knuckles. But instead we get cut to like
Sonic.
we get wait, what? It probably
I honestly
would.
feel like it would have angered movie Sonic more because he still. I know he trusts Knuckles, but that doesn't mean he trusts like the entire Echidna tribe after what they did to Longclaw.
Yeah, but I still felt like he should have
Yeah.
showed up earlier in the movie talking to like Team Sonic and stuff like that. I don't know how, but like how he did with like Wade, how he showed up with Wade and talked to like Wade and stuff. They should have did a similar thing with Team Sonic, honestly.
Oh my god! And speaking of Wade,
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
then we
goodness.
cut to
This
Wade
scene.
playing hockey with the Master Emerald, and I'm just like, oh gosh.
I groaned so loud in the theater. I was just like,
I was
oh.
like, oh Wade. I still have the Skittles. I still have
I
the
know
Skittles,
people
by
love
the way.
Wade, but
Listen, why were you playing hockey with this, Wade? Explain this. Why were you playing hockey with this thing? Don't ask why. I
yeah, it's
haven't,
pretty
by the way.
important.
I'm going to say
It's pretty
this.
important. You probably shouldn't do
Everybody
that.
was like, okay, Woofy says, to be honest, anyone expecting some sort of Dark Sonic when he went on the revenge fight? No, honestly, that would have been doing too much. Like, literally, that would have been...
Yeah, that would have been a little far.
Yeah, that's pushing it too far, honestly. Like, that's... The thing is, Dark Sonic is only canon to the Sonic X universe, which Sega only has like half of
Yeah.
its rights, but doesn't completely own Sonic X. Why do you think they didn't bring back Cosmo or anything, the Metarex from Sonic X? Because
The Metarex, oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
wish they could give us Metarex stuff. That would be so cool. That arc was amazing.
so
The
there's
only
a
the only thing I've seen of the
Sad, but-
Metarex is that fan game we don't talk about.
there's a good side and a bad side to Sonic X, right? Of Sega not owning it. The good side is no more Chris Thorndike. Bad side is no Cosmo or
No
the
more Chris
Karais.
Thorndike.
Yeah.
No more Karais.
no more Korais.
Cries.
Yeah, you remember? Wait.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the guy that was like Chris Thorndike that was in the chat, and I used to like make him mad by calling him Korais?
You and my blue
Oh my
clone did.
gosh.
I used to call him Korais and stuff like that. He used to get so mad because he would always try to rush me when it comes to streams, like hurry up and start streaming and stuff. So I was like, "Hey, yo, leave me alone, Korais." And he would get so mad.
I mean,
Here's
at
the
least he was
thing,
fitting
though.
to the character.
Is it bad that he had a profile picture of Chris Thorndike as an adult Dragon Ball character?
Huh?
Oh dear.
That's not
weird.
a joke.
And
That's not
so,
a
and then
joke.
pretty much like he then Wade was like, "Well, Sonic, I can't let you have this emerald because it's so and so, and Knuckles would kill me if he did." Nah, Sonic
The
was
Wade
like,
boy.
Sonic was like, "Nah, give me that emerald." Like,
Yeah, basically.
But
Oh my god.
you know what? And I want to point this out because I recently saw this video, the ghetto hog. I find it very hilarious. That is a perfect setup for a ghetto hog thing.
Wait, which part?
Yeah.
The Wade and Sonic scene.
Oh yeah. But the way he like straight up like he snatched the emerald and was like he was like just like had it in his hand like this and just like hold on, where is it? It and he was just
You
like
gotta search inside his soul.
just went super just like straight up like that in the pose and everything while he went super and just oh my gosh, that was so clean though, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. That was pretty sick, yeah.
Ghostface says Sonic give me the emeralds or I'm gonna knock you back to the last movie, LOL.
Oh my goodness.
No, here's something that's better. Give me the emerald, I'm gonna punch you so hard you fade from existence from the Knuckles show.
Oh my goodness. The flames of disaster.
Either you gonna give me that emerald or you finna catch this fade. Now, which one is it gonna be? Is it gonna be you or is it gonna be Shadow? Huh? I choose Shadow. That's what I thought.
We can do this the hard way.
We could do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way. The choice is yours.
The choice is yours.
And like the way he goes super, and like they're out in space on the ark, just like straight up talking to each other, like Gerald and Eggman or whatever. It's like talking to each other, and like they're like, "Yo, is gun firing missiles at us?" He was like, "Nah, that ain't a gun." Then you see Eggman holding the quill. Wait, what?
We're skipping a very valuable part of this. We'll get to it, but the costume design of the game accurate Eggman outfit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was really good. I like Gerald's outfit too. His
the white one.
Yeah, they looked really, really good.
Honestly, I got Eggman negative vibes.
Yeah. From what from Eggman's?
No, Gerald's.
From Gerald's? Oh, I see.
And then like the suits, I'm not gonna lie, they looked pretty good, honestly. Like Eggman's like game accurate suit, I actually really enjoyed. The fact though, like literally they're standing there and like Eggman has the quill in his hand and he just sees it turn yellow too. It's just like, bro, that's how you can tell. Like, can he tell that like Sonic is nearby just by that quill alone, pretty much, like when it's charged up?
Yeah, true.
And then as you see it, right?
I was thinking about that when they showed that.
As you see it,
it's like Sting from the Hobbit.
You like Sonic just like zooms in and grabs Shadow, and like the first couple of times that I seen it, I was like, I was confused, and I was like, wait, what did he do? And then he snatched up Shadow when he shattered through the glass. He snatched up Shadow and just like flew through the arc with Shadow. Pretty much, it was like, nah, you finna catch these hands now.
Yeah. Yeah, he was mad.
And then what is
Which,
it?
I
It
mean,
led to them
it
like
makes
going back to Earth or whatever, right? Or did it go to like the moon or whatever at first? I don't remember. I think they went back to like.
It went back to Earth.
Yeah, it went back to Earth.
Fought, like...
He tossed me around and whatnot.
You know, I like the
then
fact that like I didn't even know that like Shadow can do this, but apparently Movie Shadow could do this. Is like literally punch the emeralds out of Sonic, pretty much.
Didn't your Knuckles do the same thing? It was a Sonic
but that
3
was my
reference.
Knuckles, but that wasn't Shadow. It was Knuckles. There's a difference.
And then we both raced for it. He got his form, but I gained a new power.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I really like the way like Shadow like super form looked. Honestly.
Yeah,
I did too.
Looks really good.
Yeah. And
I like
I gotta watch the movie again after this. Honestly, I really do.
I like how this
I
man
know, I
thought
wanna
he
watch
could,
it
he could
again.
rush at me a second time. Now run me my fade.
Yeah.
You were right.
Oh,
That
dear.
You
scene
were
was
right
really
about
cool to
one
see them
thing.
literally fight.
This ends now.
Oh goodness.
I'm about to backhand you.
How about backhand you first?
I like how you guys are
Backhand contest.
super slapping each other.
Super slap.
I'm slappy. I'm slappy. I'm
I'm about
slappy.
to
I'm going slap happy.
I'm about to treat you like I'm about to discipline you like your mama.
Mama said knock you out.
You guys are so silly. It's like, two little angry cats sometimes.
And I like the way, like, literally, he was like, "Oh yeah, what was his name again? You came here by yourself, right? Yeah, where's your gang at, huh? Yeah, where's the gang at, huh? Yeah, you came by yourself, huh? You came for revenge, huh? Yeah, where's your gang at? You came by yourself."
Oh my goodness. More
Like,
or less.
And he was like, "Yeah, you were supposed to be the hero. You're supposed to be protecting your friends and stuff like that. But you right here, right where I want you. Now come on, catch this fade." And you know who caught this
Yo.
fade and got their butt? What was his name again? Oh right, it was that dude Tom, huh?
Yeah, that one was. I was like, ooh, that's not very nice.
The way
Yeah,
he
was
just
definitely trying to trigger him.
punched the mess out of him. Like, that's how you know it went from Marvel to a Dragon Ball Z fight right then and there.
Yes. I've been literally telling people that, like, I got the best Dragon Ball Z fight I've ever wanted in freaking Sonic movie.
Yeah, because like Sonic was just punching him across the freaking world, punch after
Yeah, they were
punch.
fighting across the world, like landing in different countries. Like, what the heck? That was insane. I'm
Ghostly
actually
says,
kinda surprised, like, the games have never done that with a super fight before.
Shadow, Ghostly says
Yeah.
Shadow going at him like the GTA Lamar roast, LOL.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, where did Shadow go actually?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Where?
I didn't realize he left.
That's a good. Where did he go?
Oh yeah, and Agent Stone was trying to warn Eggman about like the whole thing or whatever.
Yeah,
And like
about-
Eggman didn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like, I'm bonding with my grandfather, and he's like,
You're just jealous because
Yeah,
I'm
he's
bonding.
yeah, he was so mean to Stone. That made me so mad. I was like, don't treat him like that. Don't treat
Though I
your
had a
boyfriend
feeling
like
that Eggman knew something was up, though. Because the way he was talking to Stones and he was looking at his grandfather as he was doing it.
Yeah, it
Like, making
felt
sure
like
his grandfather, like, had... Yeah.
it felt like he
Like, he knew,
knew
but he
something
didn't
was
wanna
going
accept
on.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're
Like, he was
back.
just doing that to do appearances for his grandfather, not to get suspicious of him.
Yeah. And like he was the way he was like, was it unfriended, block, and reported?
Every said Nikkei 30 when he got killed in the Fortnite Battle Royale.
Oh my goodness. Just makes me think of just like unsubscribed.
We were just talking about the fight where like Shadow was where you were talking mess, and then Sonic just like you're like, what's his name again? Oh right, Tom, right? And just that punch though, like across the freaking globe.
Yeah. That fight was so cool. I
Go
really like
ahead.
am surprised that they haven't
Do
done
it.
that before.
And then
Take
it led
over
to like he
battle.
punched him like so hard that he flew to the freaking moon. Oh gosh.
Mhm.
Honestly,
and
You know
got
what would
no-
have fit that fight? I'm gonna be honest. The song that would have fit that fight, and I literally want to go and try to edit this when the movie comes out. Symphony Number 9 when they're fighting.
Ooh, you think so?
Yeah, 'cause Symphony Number 9. Like, have you ever seen Azra's Wrath or whatever? That's literally the song that plays when he's fighting his mentor, his teacher or whatever. Ames, do you remember when I showed you that? Literally, Symphony Number 9 can go with any fight scene, pretty much. It works so freaking good.
Yeah.
We put it
Ooh, I'd love to
over
see Reddit
the boss fight for the end in the Frontiers thing, and it fitted so well too.
You said fighting the end, and I got like I had those shadow flashbacks.
Hey, Mint, how's it going?
I refuse to finish that game in hard ever again. I literally played on hard until the last boss. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that again. Thank you.
And like, I like how he's like, they're on the moon, and then they have that moment of like, it was just if you think about it, it's the same moment that they had with Sonic and Knuckles on the beach, pretty much. That's literally the same moment, pretty much. Like, they recycled that idea and brought it over, but changed it. Instead of Knuckles, it's Shadow, and it's Sonic, pretty much. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna finish you off or whatever, because, like, that's not my character or whatever. And then they started looking at the stars together. And then that's, like, causes Shadow to, like...
I love that scene.
It's a good scene, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And
like, they just kind of sat there and like understood. Like they both just understood.
And then like literally they were like, "Oh right, we need to get to the cannon. We need to get to the cannon." And so they both go super, and then Live and Learn starts freaking playing. And it's just like, yes!
Freaking
Oh
love
my
that.
god, I was so happy.
You know what
Yes,
people
Live
are
and
saying?
Learn.
That dap up is like the legendary dap up, and there could be no other dap that will ever.
It's true though. There's no other DAP that can top that, honestly.
It is legendary. It is. I don't know how they
You hear
beat
that?
the like
You may try,
the end
but
of
you'll never
SA2
beat
one.
it.
You know when you beat like
Actually, you know what? Matter of fact,
what's his name?
you know what? Matter of fact, dab me up.
Oh, what's gonna happen? It's gonna happen in real life.
We about to make this work.
We finna do the super DAP or what? Which DAP are we doing?
We doing super dap. We super dap in this live feed.
All right, let me get the camera over here.
Someone better overplay Live and Learn on this.
Oh wait. wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
we work a bit differently when it comes to super forms.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Okay. Here you
All
go.
right.
You ready? Okay. Wait.
Ready? Go.
Let's go.
Let's try that again. Honestly.
Yeah, we apparently super forms work differently in different worlds.
Yeah. Okay, so let me move this over here. Okay. Ready? Here we go. 3,
Go.
2, 1.
Curse
you
my
were a
7
little too
emeralds.
slow on that. Okay, here we go.
We're trying. We're trying here.
Okay, here we go.
You guys got this. I believe in you.
You go ahead and
I'm
start
running
it.
out of rings.
Okay. Go ahead. Here we go.
Someone order some onion rings.
Quick, get the onion rings here. Anyways,
So cool. When can I go super skulls? I want to know how to do that. That's cool. Will my hair be like white?
I think it's different for
Like-
everyone.
What if I just don't look any different? Maybe I'll be like gold.
Remember when the Bio Lizard was on TV? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I really did like that reference though.
The Bio
Yeah.
being Godzilla.
Yeah. That was a really good reference. He wasn't left out. Oh, Bio Lizard. But yeah, that scene was legendary though. I don't know how they managed to beat the like dap up at the end of Sonic Adventure 2 at the end of the last story.
They're never going to. They're never going to.
The movie
like,
verse found a way
that
to
was
like
perfect.
pretty much.
That was perfect. I
Yeah.
didn't think it was possible.
That
And
was
not to mention,
even more
they did
legendary
the
than
po-
SA2 dap, honestly.
We did the pose. We did the Sonic Adventure 2 pose in super form.
You did.
Yeah, I did.
You
I liked it
did.
that when like I'm not gonna lie.
That was 100%
The way they were fighting the machines and stuff like that, I love that scene so much, but I hate that it straight up just like cut it, like they like literally cut into that fight just to see Gerald spanking Eggman, and it's just like,
I know. I was like, could I just have a little bit more of that? Like, because it was really cool.
yeah, like
But,
literally play the full song with them going all out. Like, don't give us a. It was such a tease, and I'm not gonna lie.
Nobody wanted to watch the two Robotniks fight. I'm gonna be very honest.
We really didn't, honestly. I could have cared less. But like literally, you could have had it to where, the Live and Learn. Like the thing is, I love the version of Live and Learn that they played, but like it would have been so much better if it was the vocal version, honestly, instead of like an instrumental.
Yeah.
You know what though? You know what? I'll say this. The thing that Professor Gerald says to the doctor cuts deeper than any knife. When he said straight to Eggman's face,
"You'll never be Maria."
After he says, "But we're family," he's like, "Yeah, we're family, but you're no Maria."
That one was rough.
I sat there. I felt bad for Eggman, man. I'm gonna be very honest with you.
He felt like he had a family member.
Yo,
like,
hey, Deathmatch, how's it going?
Yo, hi, Death.
Like, who wants to be told, like, yeah, we're family, but you're no this family member?
Yeah.
Dog, I exist.
Yeah, that sucks.
Exactly. And then I like how they let
so I'm not of value.
I did like how they like with their like, it was like then you go back to like, you know, the fight between like Sonic and Shadow as like right before they go to like tackle on the other machines or whatever. He just straight up passed out in front of me.
Is she okay?
I think she's okay.
She about to chaos snap. Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
Oh my
god! Oh my gosh!
What happened?
Whoa!
You slammed your face on the table. It was a personal takeout on yourself. Holy!
Jeez, my goodness.
Are you okay?
Okay, I'm okay now. I believe I'm okay now.
Well,
no
we
idea
all
why that happened.
saw something there.
I don't know. That was, yeah. Okay. It was the gotta go fast, and like Shadow was like, you even have your own catchphrase, and he was like, yeah, and people love it.
People
He's
love
not
it.
wrong.
I love that line.
I mean, I technically had a catchphrase in that. Just try and keep up.
Yeah.
Or I'm the coolest.
That's cute. You do have a catchphrase.
Because my game counterpart has says that a similar line in Sonic Heroes where he's like, "Hope you can keep up with me."
Oh, your catchphrase is adorable. Boop. Sorry, I can't help myself.
And so it leads
so
to like,
cute. I'm sorry.
Wasn't it like the two Eggman started fighting with like the claw machines or whatever and all that stuff?
I like the fact that Eggman's suit is technically nanotech. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. The way they displayed it was a little silly, but it was cool. Wouldn't expect anything less.
And then
I
like
was
it
saving
leads
this
to
for
like
Comic-Con.
Eggman losing like the fight and like literally falling, and you're literally thinking like, hey yo, they finna kill off Eggman like right here. Like, bro, what? Like this man is
Yeah.
finna die right then and there. Next to the you see like Tails and Knuckles show up, and like Eggman uses like
Hero
Sonic's
style, I
quill
might add.
to like literally poke Gerald in the bottom. He gave him that 1,000 years of pain from Naruto.
Yeah, I was gonna say he pulled a Kakashi on him.
Yeah.
Joke got Kakashi into a
They
giant
had to
bug
add
zapper
that
and-
classic bit though. Did you catch it though, where he farted as he got?
Did he
Oh,
did he
no.
really?
Gosh, I didn't even notice.
Yes,
He
he
did.
did.
I didn't even
He
notice.
does.
He did.
I didn't even notice
Oh my
that. What?
God.
Yes,
That's
he
true.
did.
That's real. But you know what? I can forgive all the silliness because Tails, Knuckles, and Eggman are in the Sonic Heroes pose whenever you use Tails. in the game.
Yes. Exactly. That was so cool.
I wonder if that means the Sonic 4 will be Sonic Heroes.
No, it's not.
That
I
it
can
was
tell
gonna-
you it's
I
not
was
gonna
gonna
happen. It's
say,
too
like,
early.
Like I was thinking like that was always my hot take with it. I was like, I don't know. I don't know where they're gonna go though. This is the thing. Like I never know where they're gonna go with them. But like we
At this
knew
point, it could be
after
anything.
the other one when we saw Shadow, like where it was gonna go. Because that's
Death,
kind of his introduction.
Death Map says,
But, like,
Amy,
now
you
it's
can't
like you can go
instant
anywhere.
transmission, and also we can only borrow so many things from Dragon Ball Z.
I can chaos. It's called Chaos Snap. Get it right.
Yeah, Shadow's been teaching Amy how to chaos snap.
I haven't taught anyone how to chaos.
It's
Snap.
like it leads to what like them
I learned
going
it from you.
and trying to stop the laser from firing or whatever. And so like they're holding up the
Yeah.
laser on their super forms and stuff like that. And
Yo, them moving, pushing the freaking laser was so cool.
oh yeah,
That
they're,
was
like,
such an
holding
intense
it.
moment.
and then Shadow was like, they're like, what was it? They had Eggman and Tails trying to steer it or whatever, and they needed like he's like, I'm not power steering. Like he's trying to like, and then that's when they go and they blow
Yeah.
up the moon.
Yeah,
no,
they
so
blow
what,
up
so
the
what
moon.
happened? So what happened is like Knuckles, Tails, and Eggman. They're like putting all their weight on that wheel, and they finally steer it, and they're celebrating. And the next thing you know, it chops that moon, and Eggman's like, I did it! Chops the moon. Oh!
Look what you did!
Look what you guys did!
He did the thing.
But then Tails and Knuckles had to rush and grab Sonic before he combusts on the
Yeah,
Earth.
because Sonic like
Yeah.
deformed. Instead of Shadow, it was like Sonic who went and like de-transformed or whatever, and pretty
Oh
much
yeah.
my
Shadow.
God, is that a reference to the what if Sonic fell instead of Sonic?
It could have
I mean,
been.
Shadow.
It could have been.
Maybe.
Because that is the oldest and most well-known what if in the
Mhm.
Sonic franchise.
Yeah,
And so like Tails
it
went
could be.
and like went to go save him, but like Tails ended up passing out too. So who comes in to save the day?
Yeah.
My boy Knuckles.
He definitely came through. Yeah.
But this time, the arc is unstable, and I had to come in and convince Eggman to help me get this thing somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And Eggman just like trying his best to like do everything, and Shadows like takes off his inhibitor rings and is pushing it as much as he can. Wait, did you take off your inhibitor rings? I think you did.
Yes, I did. Yes,
Mhm.
I did.
Yeah. Okay. And then it starts pushing it, and then like we get that heartfelt thing between Eggman and Stone, where he was like,
I'm dedicating my last live stream to a special person. Agent
Oh
Stone.
yeah.
and I
That
love your
was-
lattes
that
because I
was
love the
sweet.
way you make them. And he was like, I might, might as well go out, as a
If
hero.
I can't rule the world, I might as well save it.
Yep, pretty much. And then
Yeah.
boom.
It's been a real drag. Thanks for nothing.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you think like
I don't think he's
Well,
dead.
No,
I
of
think
course
happened.
not. Of course not.
We all know he's
but
not
he's
dead.
But what do you think happened? But what do you think happened?
Shadow came in, chaos
I-
controlled, like teleported over to him, and then
I
teleported
was
away.
just
So you
gonna
think Shadow saved him?
think
Okay.
the same
last-
thing
Because
I think
too.
obviously
last
he's not
minute-
dead.
Because think about this. Think about this. Sonic's out of his super form, so that means who has the Chaos Emeralds right now?
Shadow.
Shadow.
And
Mhm.
Shadow
And
still
what-
had that energy to go in there, teleport to him, take him out,
I
and then
want you to
teleport
punch
him
me in
away.
the face real quick. I want you to punch
oh,
me
goodness.
square in my muzzle,
Wait, why?
so I can stop talking in the third person. Make it a good one.
Ugh.
Mhm.
It worked.
Why is that the solution though?
I don't know. Apparently it
Gets me to
was.
Stop talking in the third person. Anyways,
Oh.
that means I have the Chaos Emeralds. Therefore,
Mhm.
if a Shadow needs a Chaos Emerald to do Chaos Control, that means I
Fair.
am able to stop time and get me and Eggman to safety before
True.
it can bust into a black hole.
You know, I didn't even think about chaos control. I don't know why
No,
or
but I use
how.
Chaos Spear, like
Yeah.
a barrage of them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and
that was really
I
cool.
also want to mention something else too. Actually, is like during that scene right there, is in the background you can hear like the remix song from like the final story from Sonic Adventure 2 playing too.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was so
Yeah.
good though. And then we cut back over.
To like Sonic and them
Ew.
inside the cornfield, and like literally, it's like it's all about family. Like it's like the like Vin Diesel, pretty much, where like he
Mhm.
gives him a hug and everything, and it's like it's all about family, Sonic. Yeah, that's right, Knuckles. It's all about family. Bring it in, big guy.
Let's
then-
just say
Aw.
team instead of Team Sonic.
And then pretty much, yeah, they talk about the whole team thing, and then like it goes to later on back at like them going and making a marshmallow thing or whatever. And they made like this large marshmallow like cracker thing or whatever. That looks so freaking good. I ain't gonna lie. Like I would literally try that.
Mhm.
And Tails went and called like Tom. Tom comes out and like Knuckles and Sonic Spaces had like the marshmallow. Knuckles, look what you did!
That was cute, yeah.
And then
We get Race
we
2.0.
finish the movie. We finish the movie from where we began
Yep.
with a race.
Yep.
And then you know, Jolly Roll starts playing, you know. They say no one time rodeo.
Listen, I know it's probably I know it's probably not better than the other ones that they had for the other movies, but I gotta say, I've been
Keep it
playing that on
running,
repeat.
running till we're running.
Yeah.
Road.
It's not really like my
We do
type of
the
song, but I thought it was very fitting for the
where we
moment.
go. I think
You know,
this ain't
It
no
did
one
hit,
time
right?
rodeo.
But then we get to the moment.
Yeah.
best
Okay.
part
So
of
like,
the movie.
this is the post credit scene right here. We get to talk about the post credit scene.
Two.
So like the first post credit scene, like Sonic somehow it's like nighttime, doesn't even realize we're like he lost Sonic and he lost Knuckles and Tails. And I'm like,
He
how did you?
straight
how?
shot for New York? Don't know how he did
Yeah,
that.
he did it. I don't know how, but like you're not paying attention. Like they're not behind you. Plus it's like nighttime now or whatever. And then he's like, he looks at, he notices the sun. He's like, okay, like how do I get back? Like I'm kind of confused, you know? And it's like, do you see like something show up like behind him? And
My
My-
boy.
like literally, like right then and there, like it's Metal Sonic, bro. It's the freaking
Yes, I
Metal
was
Sonic.
so happy. I love Metal
Yes.
Sonic.
You know, you guys should get
Metal
over
Sonic.
here so we can talk about like the
Shows
final
up.
parts right
No,
here.
yeah, for real. That's what I was
No,
about to
that's
say.
fair.
Let's do this. Let's kind of like. Let's kind of like just kind of.
Yeah, let's
You
stand
can
up.
do it.
Let's
You
stand
You
up
can do
over
it,
here. Yeah.
Skulls.
I made it. Okay. Wait, where are you
Oh
guys?
wait, are you about to play it? Are you? I was
Oh,
about
no.
to say, are you about to play it?
Oh no! So get us copyright strike? No, I'm good. No thanks.
I mean, would it really
Now,
be
at the
considered
end of the
copyright strike?
stream
People have
ruins
been
it.
putting that on there for a minute.
Here, let me zoom the camera in over here, so we can. There you go, right there. Like right here, we're gonna talk about it like right here, pretty much, so they can get all four of us in here.
Okay.
Because this is a big moment in this movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, Ames.
All right. You guys should
You
probably
doing?
be in the middle. The me and Amy on the outside. My cat is snoring. He's like, I'm like,
So-
all right.
So like Metal Sonic like straight up shows up, charges up a blast, and then all of a sudden all you see is like this, what is it, like a giant like pinkish purple explosion. My
Oh, it's this
mind went
giant
to
explosion.
my mind literally when I saw that, my mind went to like, hey yo, that's how they gonna that's Amy. Like, is that Amy that literally like showed up?
Mhm.
Like, did she just show up and smash like Metal Sonic right then and there like that? And it's like, nah, it was like Metal Sonic missed. And like Sonic was like, that's when we got
Yeah.
that cocky attitude from myself that movie had. And was like, yo, you know, if you're
Yeah.
gonna try to shoot the, you know, the fastest thing alive, you better not miss. Bam! And then like Metal
Yeah.
Sonic just like rolls across the floor, and then the way he's just like his head just like
Does like a
Yeah.
360, and he's back on his feet, and he's like,
yeah,
"I'm
he's
about
like
to-
he's like,
back
oh
up.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
about
ready
to
for
run
that
you.
fade. Like I'm finna run that in them hands. Like,
Mm-hmm.
But then,
and then you get
but
like
then
an
Metal Sonic decides
army.
to cower out, and then calls the ops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get the army. Like we get an
You just
army of
find
like
just a
Metal
whole
Sonics.
army.
Which, real quick, before we
Yes.
get to the big reveal, I want to talk about that right quick. To anyone that has not realized this, the inclusion of multiple Metal Sonics is a comic book reference of the Metallics, army from fucking no.
Huh? You okay?
You okay,
I'm about
movie
to punch
show?
myself. Y'all didn't hear that.
Yeah, the Metallics reference. Yeah.
From the Archie comics. I'm sorry.
And see, I didn't know
Something
that
about
until you told me
slipped.
that.
Well, if you think about it, all the other Metal Sonics didn't have color except for the main Metal Sonic, who was like, you could tell he was like blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
then-
I didn't even like know that.
And then like you see,
we're on to you, Ken Penders.
then we see like
Mm.
straight up a hammer just flies around the
Just
freaking
fly- yeah,
area.
that was
As soon
such a
as I
sick
seen that
entrance.
hammer, I was like, I know whose hammer that is.
Yeah.
But it was
Unmistaken.
pink too, obviously.
Famous hammer.
But I gotta ask. I gotta ask. What was your reaction the moment the hammer hit the screen?
I screamed.
I did too.
Yeah, I did
100%.
too.
I screamed when I saw Metal Sonic because I love Metal Sonic. And I was like, okay, army of Metal Sonic. And then just the way the hammer came in, it just was like boom, boom, boom. I was like, oh my God. Amy had the sickest entrance. I can't wait to see them expand on her more.
I had a feeling they were
She
gonna
had
give
such
her
a
like
good
the most like dopest entrance, honestly. And it's funny because like literally me and Amy were talking about it, and we're all like, I feel like it's gonna be Metal Sonic and Amy are gonna like show up together, like somehow they're just gonna like include them both.
We're
honestly,
hugging
guess
this
it makes
wall like
sense.
it's our mother.
So like, we kind of caught it right. Me and Amy were
they
like,
were introduced together.
yeah, exactly, they were.
You know, a little differently. It was
we're getting
definitely
Sonic CD as
Sonic
a movie.
saving Amy.
Yeah,
More
something like that.
I like what Sonic said earlier about possibly like the dynamics swapping.
Oh yeah, between
Yeah.
like movie Sonic having a crush on like movie Amy instead of like movie
like,
Amy having a
Yeah.
I kind of like that honestly, like him had developing a small crush on her.
And you know what? With some of the fan art I've seen, I think the fans agree. Don't you guys? You agree with that, right? Come on.
I like how Amy came in like really cool. I hope that they take like the good traits from like Amy and Prime, because I think all the like Prime Amy's were like probably some of my favorite iterations of Amy.
Yeah.
Like I love the Prime Amy's. Like she's so like
Why are you
also,
so far
like,
off camera?
She's a team
Come
player,
here.
but she's so independent.
Wait,
Yeah, you're so off camera.
Stick
Like,
drift go, stick drift go burr.
come on, like right here.
I think it did.
So
There we go.
and then she pulls off the hood. We get to see what movie Amy looks like, and I ain't gonna lie,
She's so cute.
they cooked.
Yeah, I love her
She's
design.
So cute.
Really does look adorable.
I was telling Amy, like,
Mhm.
I can't stop looking at the design. Like, literally, I would pull up an image and just, like, stare at it. And it's just like, this is a really dope design. Like, I really like the way that it
I ain't
looks.
gonna hold it again. But you know what? You think I know why? I know why. I know why they showed off the design so quickly.
Well, we didn't get, like,
So-
the rest
so
of, like, her clothes or
McDonald's-
whatever.
So McDonald's doesn't spoil the movies again. I know what you're doing.
Again?
McDonald's.
They did it already for the
because
second
the
movie.
Happy Meals. Yeah, but the third movie they showed off Super Movie Shadow with toys for
I mean,
the,
it was kind of
McDonald's
obvious that
Happy
it was
Oh
going to
my
happen.
goodness. Yeah,
And
but
not
I
only
guess if
that,
like you didn't
toys-
know, like if you were, buying a Happy Meal.
Oh, yeah, that's true,
Well, I'm
yeah.
not
And,
gonna lie, I'm
and
gonna
then
go
like
buy a
during the
Happy Meal.
time before they showed off Shadow's new design, because the model they used for 2 was a recolored Super Shadow or
Mhm.
Supersonic. Toy like Walmart, whatnot, were getting Sonic Movie 3 toys,
Oh,
and
I
one of them was Shadow.
saw. They had like the Shadow with the motorcycle or something. It was like a Shadow toy. It was something.
Yeah,
Or it was
And,
like a
like,
little
on the
Shadow
box cover
figure
was
way
movie
ahead of
Shadow.
time. Yeah.
I'm gonna go punch
I
myself
saw
in the
that. I'm like,
face now.
wow. It's okay. It's hard. Oh gosh. I mean, if there was a movie about me, I'd probably be going through the same issue. Okay, you don't have to.
You know what? I agree with this. Somebody said
Oh,
instead of the
dear.
year Shadow, we are getting the year of Amy Rose. I wouldn't be opposed to that, honestly.
Year of Amy. That would
Yeah.
be cute. Yo, I will say one thing. All right, I know we're gonna get to the next scene, but I will say one thing. The only reason I could not give this movie a 10 is because my girl Rouge the Bat was not in the movie. And as an SA2 fan,
You
I
know,
I get
did you
that, like,
did
everyone's
they
like, the
tell
slow
you
introduction.
did they tell you why they didn't put Rouge in the movie? Like, did you hear why?
I've heard so
It's a
many like
stupid
rumors
reason.
as to why.
No, Jeff Fowler
But-
already confirmed the reason why is because he was like, when I
Why
first
was
saw
it?
Rouge's design, it awakened something in me when I was a
Mhm.
little boy. So pretty much he's saying
Oh
she's
my
too damn sexy for the
God.
movies.
Can
let
everyone
me
stop?
tell you something. Jeff Fowler, I think it was Jeff Fowler, right? That helped with the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Fowler? When you said that you're not going to add Rouge in, when you helped work on a series, when every single chick in those movies was wearing something similar to what Rouge was wearing, that is not an excuse. So shut up.
Yeah, I know they're planning on adding. I think they've confirmed.
No,
that
you
they're
want to
working on
threat? Do
adding
you want to
Rouge
threat
and Big
Paramount
into
and
the
Jeff
series,
Fowler?
But
You want to threaten Jeff Fowler and Paramount? That's what you got to say.
yeah, threaten them.
You know,
Go
if you
ahead.
don't, if you
I
don't
want
add
Rouge the
Rouge,
Bat.
if you don't add Rouge right now, I will tell everyone in this stream to go watch Mufasa and make it hit 300 million in box office. I will do it. I will do it, Jeff Fowler. You better add Rouge.
And the
This is
Shadow
a
says
rant.
everyone's
I
gonna
am
do it.
holding you hostage now. You better add Rouge.
We
I
need
swear.
Rouge. Give us
Yeah,
Rouge. Give
yeah,
us
they're saying,
Rouge.
they're saying. So Luffy says Rouge awakened something in people in the same way they feel when they saw Lola Bunny in Space Jam. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. She,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
she,
But they
yeah.
didn't take her out of Space Jam, though. They didn't take
Nah,
her out of
but
Space Jam.
her,
I'm
I don't
sorry,
know,
Rouge is
something about her
attractive.
in the first Space Jam did awaken something in me, though. I ain't gonna lie.
It did something to all of us, to be honest.
And like you and I was told once before that we sometimes have SEGA people watch this. Just saying, we'll make Mufasa become
Rouge,
better
please.
in the. You better give us Rouge. You better give us Rouge. You better give us the patch.
Please stop doing her dirty like this, okay? Okay. We
I
don't need
mean-
any more whatever voice lines, and we need her in the movies. That's what we need.
And then we
Like,
go to
seriously,
like,
just give her.
That will make me happy.
Just give her the Prime outfit. Seriously, just give her the Prime outfit.
That's what I'm saying.
Everything's fixed.
Yeah, you covered everything. Just give
Everything's
us Rouge.
fixed.
We need
Give her the
her.
Prime outfit. I need Rouge. I need Knuckles to have a rivalry.
Yeah. And internally sing a song about how attractive he thinks she is. As he's finding emeralds. Because SA2
Oh
was
my
just his inner
goodness.
monologue the entire time.
and then
Every
and
one
like,
of his songs.
I like. Whoa, what the heck? That was weird. And then, like, for the post-credit scene, the second post-credit scene, we get like the inhibitor ring, like on Earth or whatever, and then Shadow just like you just see Shadow's feet, and then that's it, pretty much. Like that's how it ends.
I reach for my inhibitor ring and I pick it up and put it back on, and it plays the orchestral music, the orchestral live and learn version from the trailers.
Okay,
And then Sonic movie ends. Peaks.
I give the movie.
Let me look
To
for
be
it.
honest, I'm gonna give the movie about like 8 or 9 rings. To be honest with you.
Yeah. I think I'd give it like an 8.5. Like at first I gave it a 9, but I think certain parts, like I wish I saw more of the action because the action was insane.
Yeah,
But,
you know
like, it
what?
felt
I
like it was
agree.
very cut off, which I
8.5. Yeah,
get.
8.5. That is a
Yeah. It's just it was so
I
good.
give
It
it-
just it always felt like it was a little cut off, which I get it. It's a movie, right? I'm sure
I'm
we'll
gonna-
probably hopefully get a director's cut. You know.
I'm gonna
no,
I'm
Rouge,
gonna
you can't get a 10.
tease Paramount with this. I'm gonna give it a 9.5 because Rouge is not in it. But you know what? Other than that, pure cinema. Absolute cinema.
You know,
I'm doing the
though,
pose,
that,
people. Does
since
this
we're
entertain you?
since we're on the topic of like the post-credit scene, who do you guys want to voice Amy for the movie though?
Oh, that's a
don't
tough
know.
question.
Because
That is a
I
really tough
already
question.
have somebody in mind, to be honest, and they already are in
wanna
the
hear it.
Who do
movies.
you have?
They're in the first
wanna
movie,
hear it.
actually.
Oh, they
And
are.
it's funny because they're the official, like they're one of the official voice actresses for Amy too. That's the funny part. It is
You're
remember Sonic
lying.
Prime? The Amy for Prime
Yeah.
is actually in the first movie. She's the waitress in
I
the
was
first
gonna-
movie.
I didn't know that. I was literally
Oh
gonna
my-
say I want it to be whoever does Prime Amy's voice. That's who I want to
That's
be.
yeah.
Or
The
MC.
waitress
You know
from the
what?
first
Yeah.
movie is the voice for Amy, and she needs to
Yeah.
voice Amy in the movies. I'm just gonna. And I literally went and looked
I didn't
at
know
like
she was
looked up
in
her
there.
voice, and like looked at the design for movie Amy. Just like looking at the image while like hearing the voice, and it literally fits so freaking good.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. I
Yeah.
had to say I agree with that. I agree with that
Prime
100%.
voice was really good. Mm-hmm.
I think all the Prime voices for the Sonic cast was really good.
Yeah,
I'll
they
be
did a
honest
really
with
good
you.
job with that.
If they ever have to replace the cast from the games, there's your replacement. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Every single voice actor in that did really, really good.
Easy.
They did a
The
great
Prime
job.
voice actors can do it. Easy.
Like regardless,
Easy
I know not
pickings.
everyone likes the show, but like regardless of that, like the voice acting was amazing. It
Yeah.
was absolutely amazing.
Like,
I like Knuckles'
Eggman
voice
sounded
actor,
good
too.
in Prime. Sonic sounds good in Prime. I sound good in Prime. Amy sounds good. Probably all of them. I like the
Mhm.
fact that Knuckles has a bit of a Boston accent to him, like he's from the Mafia.
And then Tails. Oh,
This is
nine.
honestly, if
Oh,
I really
nine.
wanted to get technical
You
though,
know, you know
this
what
is
Tails
how
sounds
I
like to me?
if
What?
they were introduced, like this
The
is how I
rainbow
would have
horse.
introduced. You know that explosion that was in the sky after like the arc exploded and all that stuff, right? And it's just like
Uh-huh.
it looks like there, right? Okay, so this is how I would have done the second post credit scene, right? Is like I would have did it. This is how I want to do one of the post credit scenes. Like you see a beach pretty much, and then you see Eggman like on the beach pretty much, like kind of like torn up and beat up kind of and stuff like that. And you're like,
Mhm.
okay, like what's going on? Like he's still alive kind of. And you know, it confirms that he's still alive. And next you know, you like from like a distance you see a pair of like boots from Blaze. Boom, right there. That
Oh
would
my
have been
God.
hyped. 'Cause
That would have been
it would have
sick, yeah.
it would have looked like Eggman was transported to a different dimension or different universe or whatever. That's how I would have
Oh my
introduced
god,
Blaze
imagine
into
if
the
they
movie
did like
universe.
a Rush movie.
Yeah. Oh my
Holy.
gosh.
That would be so cool. The Rush fight.
Wouldn't
Think of the Rush
wouldn't that
fights in
mean
the
Jim
movies,
Carrey
though.
would have to play another set of 2 characters again?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it would have to be 2 Eggmans again.
Imagine he was like,
Oh,
I
you
don't
know what?
trust
No,
you
that would-
because
that
the
would be-
last
that would
time
fit.
the last time I met like a counterpart of myself, which was my granddad. He tried killing me and blowing up the entire planet.
No, but you know what? It would make sense because do you know why? Fun fact, for those that don't know, I'm sure all of us in here do, Mike Pollock voices all 3 Eggmen.
He does.
Oh, I guess that. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Because recently he did Professor Drill for Shadow Generations.
Mm-hmm.
Just sounds like a more calmer version of Eggman.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's
Yeah.
pretty much our review, pretty much our wrap up of this episode.
Yeah. We talked about Sonic movie for a long time and a lot of other things, but it was still fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and you know, there's still plenty of other movie Sonic content that's coming our way because you know the possible making of season 2 for the Knuckles show.
Mm-hmm.
Stay out of it, Wade.
I really want them to do the Knuckles and Shadow thing. I think that would be cool. I
Yes,
think you guys would
I
I
hope-
do
do together.
too. That would be nice.
And a possible thing that was talked about was the Chaotix coming into the
Yes,
into the
I saw
series.
that.
Would love to see
Yeah.
that.
I still
So that way
think
the
Chaotix
if
would be
Knuckles show
so
makes
cool live
sense.
Jim
action.
Carrey retired,
Them
I
just,
felt like
like-
the person who would have like should have taken up the mantle of like Eggman after Jim Carrey, that would have fit so perfectly as Jack Black. Just saying.
I'm going to slap you.
Why?
Jack Black, really?
Yeah, I think Jack Black would make
I'm
a
going
perfectly
he
to
is
good Eggman.
slap
eccentric.
you so hard that
I don't
you
know
go
if I
flying
can
out of
see
the
it, though.
studio. They use Jack Black for all the game movies nowadays.
Yeah, but like this is before they started doing
They
that.
do.
I
They
already
use
had
him
this
for a
idea.
lot of things.
He has
I
the
don't know.
build for it. Like, no
Yeah.
offense, but he has the build for it.
That is very true, but I am worried on how the transition and how people would feel about it.
This is Jack Black.
Yeah.
Come on, he's like literally funny. He's like up there with Jim Carrey.
You know who would have been a good candidate if he was still alive?
Who?
Robin Williams.
Oh gosh.
My God.
No,
I love
no,
Robin
no!
Williams.
They
So
should have
freaking
had.
eccentric.
Oh my gosh! If he was still alive, you know, they should have had him play Gerald instead. Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh. Their dynamic would be
'cause
so
listen,
good.
Robin Williams could rock a mustache. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
God, I need water. Holy.
I thought that's just what you sounded like.
No, I had a bit of a crack in my voice. I need water.
Well, I think it's time that we end this. So thank you everybody for joining us this episode. We truly do appreciate it, and we're glad that we got to talk about Sonic 3 with you guys and like talk about spoilers and stuff because we've been holding
Yes.
this in all week. But anyways, remember, guys.
This is our last one this year.
Yep, it is. This is our last episode of 2024, and we hope you enjoyed it, honestly. It was, the past month of us doing this, it's been incredible, and it's been amazing, honestly, especially building up from the very beginning to, like, where we're at now, and we're still building up, honestly. We're on, like, this is, like, the 6th episode, if I remember correctly, actually. So... Yeah,
it really hasn't been that many, but they've been so great. At least the ones I've been here for.
Yeah.
And also, just to also say that it is also wrapping up the big year of Shadow for this year as well. So be sure to know, cherish the. There was a finale video that I think SEGA put out for the year of Shadow. I think that would be something to check out sometime. And all I have to say is, expect more of me soon.
Yay!
Yep. And remember, guys, also Tuesday, not January, my bad. December 31st, we are having a New Year's party. So yeah, we'll see you there. We hope you guys join us and stuff like that. So until then, guys, remember, stay safe, stay amazing, and keep listening to your favorite Radio Sonic podcast. Radio show, podcast, whatever. Radio show, and we'll catch you all next time. Good night, everybody.
Keep coming back for the ultimate life form.
Oh yeah, we'll most likely are trying to get more like special guests on these. So look forward to that too. Peace out.